All right, we should be live here at CollectCo. It is Friday, December 12th, and this is the record sale. You know what we're doing over here. Let's see. I feel like I'm a little rusty. I haven't done a... When is the last time I did a live sale? It's been at least 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm here. Let's sell some records. We've got some good auctions lined up for tonight, and some new arrivals from John. And what else? I don't know. New vinyl, a little bit of new vinyl, not much, but there is a little bit. What time is it? 6:06. A little late, but how is it going? What is up, everybody? You see, I think I need to turn my mic up a little bit. Let's see. That might be a little better. No, I think that's the opposite way. How about this way? Nope. 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 Hello. Thing's maxed out, I think. There we go. Maybe I just need to talk louder. All right. What is up? Why is this all? There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Sound is fine. Cool. All right. Yeah. Just when you're out and watching, make sure you like the video, say hello or something, and share it. It's gonna kill a little bit of time until more people are on before I start showing anything. All right. What's up, Troy? I think, yeah, we've got some like special order stuff in this first crate that I'm gonna show. It's all sold, but I figured I'd show it all in case someone else might want to get on a wait list for it. These were all kind of special orders, but yeah, should be a good night. Friday night, December 12th. Well, you see my message. I see your comment on here. Roxy, remind me your actual name if you don't mind. Because if you sent a message through like Facebook Messenger or something, I may or may not have seen it, but I'll definitely know your name. John Robb. I don't think, yeah, I haven't seen I don't think I've seen a message come through from you. Let me see. Maybe there was one, but I might not have seen it. Let's see. Is it through Facebook? There he is. I don't see any new messages, John. I don't see anything new. Sent a comment on new vinyl. Sent a comment on new vinyl. A comment on new vinyl. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen it. I don't see anything popping up on Facebook or anything, at least, but I heard of the Wigs. I've heard of the Wigs. I haven't listened to the Wigs. All right. What is up? Let's see. Yeah, no Chad tonight. It's Paul. He is in Vegas. Yeah, he's in Las Vegas for his birthday. Let's see. I'll give you $1 million if you put up Funkadelic auction first. All right. If you want to send me $1 million to put that one up, I'll do it. Let's see. All right. There's that Funkadelic. It's got a little bit of a pressing defect, but let's see how much new vinyl came in. We did get some new vinyl in, but a lot of it I don't have prices for, and I also don't know if any, like, I think a good chunk of it is probably for wait lists and pre-orders, and I don't have the lists for that stuff, and I think there's a good chunk of stuff in here that we actually don't have the prices on, so we have to get that from Chad at some point. But there's a little bit of new arrival, new vinyl in here. We also have a special crate from Laura of new vinyl that's her favorite albums of 2025. Yeah, $1 million bribe happening live on television right now. I like it. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Paul Show. I can hear it. Mortgage Guy Rob, I can hear it. All right. Let's see. Let me move some stuff around here. There we go. Leave you a list and whatnot on last night's sale. Yeah, I think he forgot. I don't have any of that, unfortunately. What I do know is that we have sold this stuff here. This is all like special order stuff. I don't know what the price was on this, but unless it's on the bottom, no. I'm sure we can figure this out, but this Mini Epics Labyrinth Sarah Williams figure here is sold to the Vladarchiks. I'm not sure what the price is on this one. Did that shipment of new vinyl come in? We did get some new vinyl in. I have prices for some. I don't have prices for others. There's also some stuff that I think was waitlist or pre-order that I don't have a list of. So probably before the weekend is over, we'll get those tagged to the right people and all that, but I just don't want to show anything or sell anything that might have been a waitlist item or pre-order something. I don't want to sell something that was already supposed to be reserved for somebody. So we got that figure sold to the Vladarchiks, this Carnivore Retaliation, yellow with red and black splatter. This is sold to Justin Deckelman. That's $33.99. $33.99 on that. And if anybody wants any of this stuff that it's been like pre-sold or specially ordered, you want to go on a wait list for it, just let me know. Just leave a comment. This is Team Sleep, and this was a special order for Bob Riger. It's $44.99. It's a remastered 2005 album, 2 LPs. It's the first time that this has been on vinyl. Again, that's Team Sleep. So if you want that or want to get on a wait list for that, that's $44.99. And then we have 3 for Troy Robinson here. This is Calvin Harris, Funk Something Bounces Volume 2. Is that Wave? Funk Wave Bounces Volume 2. That is sealed. $34.99. $34.99 for Troy Robinson. And then another one for Troy Robinson here. That is Pink, I'm Not Dead. And that's on pink vinyl, 2 LPs. Limited edition pink vinyl. $33.99 for Pink. Paul Cruz wants to get on the Carnivore waitlist. I think that one is limited to 500, but if we can get another copy of that, we will definitely order one for you, Paul Cruz. And then last in the crate is another one for Troy Robinson. This is Pink Funhouse, and that is new and sealed for $39.99. $39.99 for Troy Robinson. So that is the end of that crate. Like I said, if there's anything in there that was specially ordered for someone else and you want to get yourself a copy, just, leave a comment. Let's see. The scroll. Yeah, the scroll thing is new. I don't remember the scroll thing going on, but I don't know if there's a way for you to turn it off or not. What's that?
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. I think. We are live, right? Yeah.
Oh, Chad told me the scroll thing.
Oh, okay. Let's see. We waitlist for the 2 Pink albums. Yes. The Vladarchiks would like to get on a waitlist for Pink, I'm Not Dead, and Pink Funhouse. We can get you guys on a waitlist for that. For the Vladarchiks. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, Barons 1961. I don't think we will be able to turn that scroll off, unfortunately. I don't have the wherewithal or knowledge about how to do that anyways. Chad wanted it on. Chad wanted to add that. Let's see. Let's do this crate of new vinyl or new metal. I think this was supposed to show up for Thursday Metal Night, but let's just watch everything collapse first. Let's see. Ace has fallen. Let's see. There he is. We gotta figure out a better system for displaying these things. I think the last time I did a sale, it was like a Home Alone record that just kept on falling over and it drove me nuts. All right. Let's see. I miss anything else? Nope. What's up, Chad Smith? What is up, everybody? Let's see. So there was a request and a bribe of $1 million involved to put this up first. So while we're going through this crate of new vinyl, this crate of new metal, let's go ahead and put up this Funkadelic. It is their self-titled debut. This is a killer record too. Great stuff. Let's see. We didn't give it a grade exactly. It is a 1970 U.S. Terre Haute original pressing. There's like a weird pressing defect. I'll try to show it on here, like right there. If you can kind of see that, it's a pressing defect that does cause it to skip. But other than that, like outside of that mark, it would be like it's a VG Plus copy all around. It just has that one weird pressing defect on it. But outside of that, it plays really well. So we're just gonna put this up for a $1 start. $1 start on Funkadelic, and that is original. Track 2 will have some skips around the beginning of it, but outside of that, it plays really well. Just a $1 start on Funkadelic. Let's see. Man, it's a great record too. Really good. And Paul is along here. Yeah, my Instagram name and my DJ name is actually Paul Bear with the long hair, so I have accepted it as part of my identity, I guess. I am a long hair since I got out of the Navy. Grew it out. Funkadelic does have a high bid of $11. It's at $11. And just saying, like, this record in like VG Plus or near mint condition is usually, I mean, it gets pretty close to like Maggot Brain, around like $150, $200, something like that. So we're definitely starting that very, very low just because of that one pressing defect. Let's get into this crate of new vinyl. No idea what's in here. I know it was supposed to be for Thursday. I was, John, yes, I was one of those. This is upside down. Tool Undertow. Tool Undertow, new and sealed, $33.99. Tool Undertow's $33.99. $33.99. We got two of those. We've also got Alice in Chains Dirt. That is a new sealed remaster, $36.99. Let's see, Funkadelic. Funkadelic is at $20 with Chase Arnold. Chase Arnold has it for $20. Chris Meisner needs a copy of Tool Undertow. Chris Meisner gets Tool Undertow, I guess with this little figure here. I'm just going to sandwich it between some of these records. But don't worry, Vlader Chicks, I won't do it too tight. I'm not going to damage anything. Let's see, next in the crate, yeah, Alice in Chains, we already showed that. We got Pearl Jam 10 as well. Another essential. And then Def Leppard, Rock, Roll Till You Drop. Rock Till You Drop. I don't know where I saw the word roll, but that's $44.99. Live radio transmission. When did this Oh, 1996. Radio broadcast recording, live 1996. Don't know where, but it's a live radio broadcast. $44.99 on Def Leppard. $44.99 on that. Let's see, Funkadelic. Funkadelic is at $20 with Chase Arnold, and that's going twice, going three times. With a high bid of $20. Now it's at $22 with Mortgage Guy Rob. Now Chase Arnold's back in on top at $25. So we're going once, going twice. Oh, yeah, Robert, you might be just hopping on. I think Kelly saw it, but we did get this figure for you guys, so I sold that to you. And it's in the crate here with these records as well. But yeah, I was just saying I'm going to just put it in this crate over here, I guess. Or I don't know. I might set it to the side and put it somewhere else so it doesn't take up as much space. I don't know. We'll figure something out there. You see where it says pout some sugar on me? Pout. Let's see. Pout. Yeah, oh yeah, it does say pout. Yeah, instead of pour some sugar on me, pout some sugar on me. That's how you know it's official. I'm just kidding. Let's see. What year is Funkadelic? It's an original from 1970. It is an original copy, 1970 Terre Haute pressing. It would be VG Plus if it didn't have that one mark on it, that pressing defect on the second track. But yeah, the high bid on that is 25 with Chase Arnold, and that's once again going twice, going three times, going twice, going three times. Next, Halloween Keeper of the Seven Keys. That is part 1, new and sealed, $33.99. $33.99 on that. And then the Beastie Boys, Paul's Boutique. That's my boutique. Any purchases of this record, you know, I do get a small cut. This is $36.99. $36.99 on Beastie Boys, Paul's Boutique. Classic. Halford, as in Rob Halford. Made of metal. Quad vinyl. 500 copies only. $44.99. $44.99 on Halford. And let's go ahead and make Funkadelic a final call. Final call on Funkadelic, and the high bid on that was 25 with Chase Arnold. Final call on that. Alice Cooper, Dragontown, new and sealed record store day exclusive. Includes a 45 RPM colored 180 gram vinyl. I don't know what color it is. It just says colored. Maybe orange because the sticker's orange. I don't know. But it's $29.99. Alice Cooper, Dragontown, new and sealed, $29.99 on that. And then Trouble, an absolute classic, the legendary album from 1990 and the pinnacle of Trouble's impressive career. Heavy metal was never better than this. That's the blurb on here. $38.99 on that. $38.99. Is it on colored vinyl or anything? Oh, black vinyl. $38.99 for Trouble. And Warlord, Deliver Us. Warlord, Deliver Us is on silver vinyl. That's new and sealed for $38.99. Paul Cruz on Trouble. Paul Cruz wants some Trouble. We've got one copy of that left if anyone else wants one. And I'll show a couple more records, and then I'm selling Funkadelic. Warlord, Deliver Us. There's another one. Silver, $38.99. Jared Lambert wants the second copy of Trouble, so if anyone else wants one, we will have to put you on a waiting list. Then we have Nasty Savage. Nasty Savage is new and sealed on black vinyl for $33.99. $33.99 for Nasty Savage. Linkin Park, Meteora, their landmark second album. This is on translucent gold and red splatter vinyl, new and sealed, $29.99 for Linkin Park. And Funkadelic is sold to Chase Arnold for $1,025,000. I'll send you my Venmo right after the sale is over. But Funkadelic is sold to Chase Arnold for $25. Thank you very much. Let me get this put back in here, and let's get another low start auction going. Just gonna start off slow, probably just, you know, one record at a time. And then once we get in the flow of things, I'll get two of them going at the same time. We've got David Bowie Low. David Bowie Low going up for a very low start. It's in really rough shape. I see why. This is like a placeholder copy. The jacket's not bad if you have, you know, if you could replace your jacket maybe. This is definitely not a bad sleeve here at all. This is a 1980 US reissue. We've graded it G. It's probably G at best. Not a great, you know, not a great copy, but a good placeholder. That's also going to start for just $1. $1 start on Sir David Bowie. So we got Trouble, Guy Shard on Alice Cooper. Let me grab that Alice Cooper record. Dragontown, that is sold to Guy Shard. We have one more of those left. Linkin Park is sold to Audio Explorer over on YouTube. How's it going, Carol Puckett? Paul Conway wants to go on the Trouble waitlist. Paul Conway on the Trouble waitlist. We will make sure to do that. And David Bowie is getting bids. It's at $4 right now with John Durden. John Durden. Weren't you talking smack about Bowie like 2 or 3 weeks ago, the last time I was doing a sale? It's at $5 now with Mortgage Guy Rob. Let's see. Give me just 1 second. All right, we're back in. Full dollar bidding increments, Mr. Matt Nichols, please. I'll take that at $6 maybe. Would that be $6? Only that one song. The one on here? Which one? This is another one where it's similar to Heroes to me, where like the second side kind of just turns into like a Brian Eno ambient record, which is cool. Speed of Life is cool. Breaking Glass is cool. I don't know, this whole record's really good. It's one of my favorites. It's definitely my top, like, probably top 5 at, at the worst of the Bowie catalog there. Let's see. He talks smack about everything. That's true. Do you still have LP? Linkin Park? Yeah, I think I've got, there's another one right here. Also, if you want that one, I do have another copy of that. If you want that, just say sold or take or whatever. The David Bowie is a low grade copy, very low grade. The jacket's nice. I was saying, like, if you have, maybe a copy where the jacket is tattered, but a nice disc, you could swap them out. But yeah, we graded it G. I think it's probably G at best. The song Heroes. Oh, yeah. Wait, is it just that one song that you don't like? Do you not like Heroes, or do you like Heroes? Let's see. It's odd, too, because I feel like you're like the second... Or there was someone else that I was talking to that said the same thing. They also don't like the song Heroes. But let's see. Alice in Chains. Jar of Flies. Cheap. I mean, $24.99. That's great. $24.99 reissue of Jar of Flies. No sap on this one, of course. It's just the remaster of Jar of Flies, $24.99 on that. Okay, Heroes is the one song that you don't like, but you like most of the rest of his stuff. Cool. The price on Linkin Park was $29.99, and it's on gold and red splatter vinyl. Gold and red splatter. Blue Jean, yeah, that's a good one. Alice Cooper, Dirty Diamonds. That's new and sealed for $33.99. Alice Cooper, Dirty Diamonds. And then Grateful Dead, the Rockin' Roots of the Grateful Dead. That's $29.99. Cool. Let's see. Must Have Been the Roses, Heaven Help the Fool, Ripple, Sadie, Jack Straw, Cassidy, Me and My Uncle, and Mexicali Blues from Rockin' Bear Records. $29.99 on that. Sarah Wyberdink on Alice Cooper. That is sold to Sarah Wyberdink. Cyclone Doug on Jar of Flies. Cyclone Doug got Jar of Flies. And Oso's going to get that copy of Linkin Park Meteora. Thank you very much. Those are sold. And where are we on David Bowie? What's the high bid on that? $6 with Matt Nichols. Going twice, going 3 times. Mortgage Guy Rob and John Durden, you guys have been outbid. Matt Nichols does have the high bid on that for $6. Let's see. Oh, you're not bidding on David Bowie. Well, you're at $6. You're at $6. You'll probably get outbid anyway. Maybe not. Mortgage Guy Rob and Mega Blast. Yeah, John Durden have both said out. Well, let's see. Matt Nichols, if you do want it you do have the high bid of $6 on it. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Nope. Faith No More, Angel Dust. I wonder if this is like an import only. Yeah, it is. It's an import. That is why it is $64.99. Faith No More, Angel Dust, new and sealed, $64.99. I'm trying to remember if it was like music on vinyl or maybe MoFi. Someone else like that did a pressing of that. It's like out of print and very expensive, so like $65. It's probably a lot cheaper than most other versions of it. That's $64.99. And then we also have Halloween, Walls of Jericho, and that's a new sealed copy for $39.99. $39.99 on Halloween, Walls of Jericho. And yeah, Mortgage Guy, yeah, he does have it at $6. He did say, okay, so he does have it. Oh yeah, Black Star is one of my favorites for sure. Melanie Jennings, if you want to keep bidding, the high bid is $6, and now if you want to bid on this for $8, just put DB8 and we'll lock that in as a bid, and then I'll make it a final call. But right now it is at $6 with Matt Nichols. I'm going to recap this crate very quickly. Tool Undertow, we have one of those left. Alice in Chains Dirt. Alice in Chains Dirt Remaster. Pearl Jam 10. Def Leppard, rock till you drop. John Bergstrom on Warlord. Was there a Warlord record in here? Warlord, right there. Warlord, Deliver Us is sold to John Bergstrom. If anyone else wants one, we do have one more copy available. Halloween, Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1 is still available. Beastie Boys, Paul's Boutique. Was Black Star ever released on vinyl? Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's been out of print for a while maybe, but yeah, it definitely was released on vinyl. Then Halford, Made of Metal, quad vinyl, just 500 copies made of that. Halford, Made of Metal, still available. And then we have one copy left of Alice Cooper, Dragontown. That's a Record Store Day exclusive, 45 RPM colored vinyl, $29.99 on that one. And then Warlord, Deliver Us, Nasty Savage on black vinyl, still available. Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies. Yeah, the Alice Cooper, Dirty Diamonds. Grateful Dead, The Rockin' Roots of the Grateful Dead. We only have one of those. And then we've got Faith No More, Angel Dust, and Halloween, Walls of Jericho. Those are still available. Melanie Jennings, do you want to bid on David Bowie? If not, I'm about to sell it to Matt Nichols for $6. Just let me know if you want to do 8 on that, or even 7. That would also get you the high bid. Just let me know. Let me know on that. Let's see. Grateful Dead, Saretha Sessions on Grateful Dead. That is sold to Saretha Sessions over on Facebook. And Melanie Jennings did bid 8, so Matt Nichols, you're out. I'm going to just go ahead and make that a final call. Final call, David Bowie's at $8 with Melanie Jennings. Final call, and Matt Nichols is out. Thank you for letting me know. If anyone wants anything else out of that crate, just let me know. Let me know. Let's go ahead and do a new arrival crate from John. Let's do that. Buy now, best offer. Yeah. Let's put this one up here and see what John has priced for us today. Let's see. Scott Markheim on Dragontown. Let me see. Dragontown. Where is Dragontown? What was Dragontown? I don't see Dragontown in here. Oh, that was, well, no, not that one. Oh, the Alice Cooper right here. Yep. Dragontown. Alice Cooper Dragontown is sold to Scott Markheim. Thank you, Scott. That is sold to you. And if anyone else wants a copy of that, it will have to be a wait list. I think we only have the 2 copies of that one. All right, so I'll show a few records in here, and then David Bowie is going to get sold. Let's see. We've got Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Glorious Results of a Misspent Youth. In shrink, no condition notes on the vinyl, $34.99 on that. Just got on any OCs? Not yet. I don't think John would be pricing OCs records. I know Laura and I have been pricing a lot of them. There's a lot of OCs in that collection that we just got about a week ago. We're kind of spacing them out a little bit, so there's not an OCs overload. Let's see. Joan Jett, yeah, $34.99. David Bowie is sold to Melanie Jennings for $8. This is sold to Melanie Jennings for $8. And let me get this. If you don't look closer, know the album, you'd think there was an open spot on the back wall. Yeah, right here. Yeah, where the Rush album is. Let's see. David Bowie is sold to Melanie Jennings for $8. Thank you, Melanie. How much was Walls of Jericho? Walls of Jericho was $39.99, Danny. $39.99 on Walls of Jericho. Danny Thomason, if you want a copy of that, just let me know. Let me know. What is it, $6.34? Yeah, I'm just going to put up a few more of these kind of lower starting bids. And then we'll get into some of the meatier stuff as the night progresses. OCs? No OCs tonight, I don't think. What do we have here? New Order, Find Time, don't do it. New Order, Find Time, don't do it. This is a 12-inch single. It's original from 1989 US OG. We've graded it VG plus. New Order, and this is going to be a $10 start. $10 start. $10 start on New Order. $10 start on that. VG plus original. And Danny Thomason said take. So this copy of Halloween Walls of Jericho is sold to Danny Thomason. Thank you very much. And New Order has a high bid of $11. That is at $11 with John Durden, also known as Mega Blast 9 over on Twitch. We're going through a new arrival crate from John, and these are going to be, they're buy now or best offer. So the Blues Magoos, this is basic Blues Magoos, no condition notes on that, $39.99. Rush, Grace Under Pressure, in shrink wrap, $39.99. Oh, it's not just in shrink, it's sealed. This is a sealed club copy of Rush, Grace Under Pressure, $39.99. And then Merle Haggard, Out Among the Stars. Merle Haggard does not have a price on it, but let me peek at it real quick. Let's call it $14.99. $14.99 on Merle Haggard. And then we've got Hagar, Schoen, Aronson, and Shreve. Through the Fire, no condition, it's $24.99. New Order is going twice, going three times. It's at $11 with John Durden. Split Ends, Time and Tide. Split Ends is $24.99. This Rush here, Petriclear, I'm not sure. Let's see. This does have 2015 on there, but I mean, it might be, I'm sure it's probably like a repress or maybe a reissue, but it might be, like the same stampers that they used on the 2015 pressing. Not 100% sure. How's it going, Shane? Oh, the sealed one in the crate. No, this is an original club copy. It's a US club copy. The RCA Music Service. Sealed. $39.99 on that one. No, it's just in a, I'll take it out of the outer sleeve. It was just in one of our regular plastic outer sleeves there. Yeah, sealed, $39.99 on that. And Victor Guerra has bid on New Order. This is now at $13. John Durden, you have been outbid. It's at $13, going once, going twice. Frontline Assembly, Disorder. Frontline Assembly, that's an industrial record from 1988, $34.99. $34.99 on Frontline Assembly. Didn't know if it was QRP. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's an original US club copy, sealed. John Cougar, American Fool, that's $19.99. Frontline Assembly is sold to Master Ma 666 over on Twitch, and Jason Fornerat was second. Rick Springfield, Dow, sealed $19.99. Dow, yeah. Spelled T-A-O, but I know it's pronounced Dow if it's like the the religion. What's their main thing? It's like the spoken Tao is not the true Tao. It's very zen. Bruce Springsteen, Greetings from Asbury Park. Bruce Springsteen is $19.99. Spirit, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus is $19.99. John Durden did bid again on New Order, and that's at $14 with John Durden. Victor Guerra, let me know if you want to get back in on that. Everything in here again is buy it now or best offer. Blackfoot, Tomcat and Blackfoot is $19.99. Fleetwood Mac Mirage is $19.99. Billy Squire, Don't Say No. Billy Squire is $19.99. And New Order is now at $16 with John Durden. Victor Guerra, you bid, but you were quickly outbid. Rod Stewart, Blondes Have More Fun. That's a picture disc, $24.99 on Rod Stewart. Grover Washington Jr., Wine Light. In shrink with hype sticker, just $9.99. Victor Guerra is out on New Order. So New Order is going twice, going three times. It's at $16 with John Durden. Rick Springfield, $12. Let's see, what was that priced at? Oh, it's sealed, $19.99. I'll do $14. Christina Curtis, I'll do $14, just a classic $2 bump on that. That'll be, $14. And then Billy, $15. Billy Squire, $15. That is sold to Brad Waits for 15 bucks. Merle Haggard 8. $2 Paul. Yeah, I'm back. I never went anywhere. Let's see. Merle 8. I think I said $14.99 on that. I would do 12. I'll do 12 on that one. I'll do 12 on that one. Christina Curtis. If you want Merle, I'll do 12 on that. And I would do 20 on Rod Stewart. I would do 20 on Rod Stewart. So let's see. We're looking at, 14 on that. That's sold to Christina Curtis. I'll do 12 on Merle. And then, the Rod Stewart, I would do 20. Christina Curtis, if you want to let me know what you want to do with those two right there. New order is a final call. Final call on new order. The high bid on that was, let me scroll up, 16. The high bid is 16 on that with John Durden. Final call. Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits, $29.99 on that. This is Robert Palmer. Riptide. Robert Palmer Riptide is $19.99. And Shrink, another nice copy. Simon & Garfunkel, Wednesday morning, 3 a.m. And there goes the rest of the crate. No peeking. This is $14.99. Let's see what label this is on. That's definitely an early copy. Maybe mid to late 60s. Pittman pressing. Let's see. Pass on Merle. Sold for Rod. No problem. If anyone wants this Merle Haggard Out Among the Stars, I'll sell it for 12 bucks. The Rod Stewart is sold to Christina Curtis for $20. That is sold for $20 to Christina Curtis. And where did I leave off? Simon & Garfunkel? Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. Paul Simon, Greatest Hits, etc. in Shrink with Hype Sticker. And no condition notes on the vinyl. That's $19.99. $19.99 on Paul Simon. Keith, 98.6. Ain't Gonna Lie. Keith is $12.99. Michael Freiberger will pick up the Merle Haggard for $12. Thought I just put him like right there. Yeah, there he is. This is sold to Michael Freiberger for $12. That is sold for $12. Dave, you know me. Don't act like you don't know me. Chad is in Vegas for his birthday. He is in Las Vegas, and new order is sold to John Durden. John Durden got new order for $16. I think the two people who have kind of like requested me to put up an auction have both won the auction that they requested, so that's always good. That is sold to John Durden for $16. What's up, Hiram? What is up? And let's see, let's get another cheaper one going here. Let's see, De La Soul OG from 1996. This is De La Soul. It's So Easy. De La Soul's It's So Easy also includes Stakes is High remixes. This is an original from 1996. It is graded as VG+. No feelers. There aren't any deep marks on it, but it does have a lot of scuffing. Lots of scuffing. Small scratches that'll play noisily would be my guess. But this is going to be a $5 start. Just a $5 start on De La Soul. $5 start on De La Soul. Randy Rhoads. I'll put that up next. That's that unofficial one, I think, right? Load Up. Yeah, I'll put that one up next, Danny. And let's see. I shot myself in the foot. Yeah, I did, Guy Shard. I did shoot myself in the foot on the Rod Stewart there. Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Riptide condition. No condition notes on anything in this crate. Scott Dyer. Everything should be EX plus, near mint minus. And I think that one was $19.99. It was a nice copy. Let's see. Randy Rhoads. Yeah, I'll get that Randy Rhoads up next. De La Soul does have a $5 bid with Mortgage Guy Rob. That's going once, going twice. All right. Let's see. Next, Phil Spector. Yeah, the Phil Spector Christmas record, A Christmas Gift for You. It does have some cover damage here on the bottom. No condition notes on the vinyl, though. $34.99 on that. Dan Fogelberg, The Innocent Age, $14.99. Whitney, I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me, Whitney Houston, is $16.99. That is a 12-inch single. And De La Soul is now at $10 with Michael Freiberger. Going once, going twice. Sam Cooke, Mr. Soul, Sam Cooke. This is a UK copy from 1980. No condition notes, $24.99. Sweet, very cool. Sam Cooke, $24.99. Chad Smith. We already have a bid of $10 on De La Soul, Chad Smith. Michael Freiberger has that for $10. Next in the crate, Simply Red picture book. That's $19.99. $19.99 on Simply Red. And then Ima Sumac, Legend of the Sun Virgin. That's $19.99. Looks like a Capital reissue. I don't remember when they were using that label, but maybe late 70s or something. $19.99 on that. The Dave Clark 5, Having a Wild Weekend. That is $9.99. Whitney 10. Let's see, that was what, $16.99, right? I'll do 12. Another $2 bump. $2 bump on that. Let's see. I have a bunch of OG De La Soul from the 80s. De La Soul is great. Would I do 13 on Riptide? I would do 15 on it. I would do 15. That would be 25% off. That would be 25% off. Let me just double check and make sure that $19.99 was the, it was $19.99. Yeah, I would do 15 on that one, Scott. This is John Denver. John Denver is $9.99. $2 bump on Whitney, that's right. $2 bump. Let's see, DLS. De La Soul is at $18 now. That's at $18 with Michael Freiberger, Master Ma. Let me know if you want back in on that one. And yeah, we need a shirt that says $2 bump. That's right. Ima Sumac's voice is incredible. It's wild. Let's see, De La Soul's 20. All right. What was that? Tata's Blues Band. Tata's Blues Band Combination Boogie. It's a Swedish import from 1985, $14.99. Scott Dyer said sold. Let me grab that. Robert Palmer, that is sold to Scott Dyer for $15. $15 to Scott Dyer. And what are the deets on De La Soul? Mitch, that is a 1996 US OG. We graded it VG minus. VG minus. It doesn't have any feelers, but it has a lot of scuffing on it for sure. It will be, you shouldn't skip or anything, but it'll probably be pretty noisy. But the high bid on that is $22 right now. $22 on that. And Eazy-E. No, is there an Eazy-E record tonight? I know there's an Ice Cube record, but I don't remember there being an Eazy-E. But could be wrong on that. Let's see. Eazy-E. I know, I definitely haven't run it yet, but if we do have one, it's not up here yet. TOT, was that for Tata's? That was $14.99. I would do $12 on that one. $12 on that. Let's see. Ice Cube. Yeah, I haven't run Ice Cube yet. Ice Cube has not gone up yet, Michael. Just making sure I'm not missing anything else. Don't think I am. All right. Who made the offer on Whitney Houston? Whitney. Stanley Richmond. What did I say, 12? I don't think I got a reply back from Stanley Richmond. If you want it for $12, I'll do it. I will sell it for 12. And De La Soul is now at 27. Danny said 10. Let's go ahead and sell that to Danny Thomason, Tata's Blues Band, for $10. That is sold. Next, Tubes, the completion backward principle. Tubes is $19.99. And then the main ingredient, Euphrates River, is $19.99. The Beetle Beat, featuring I Want to Hold Your Hand, it's The Bugs. The Bugs is $19.99. Journey, $36.99. No condition notes on that. The country music documentary soundtrack has not been shown or put up for auction yet. It has not gone up yet. Leo Sayer, Endless Flight, is $9.99. Thank You Lucky Stars, Humphrey Bogart, Eddie Cantor, Betty Davis, Errol Flynn, Compilation, $19.99. Original soundtrack recording, $19.99 on that. Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska is $19.99. So De La Soul's at 27 with Victor Guerra. That's going twice, going 3 times. Mastema, let me know if you want back in on that. And I think it was just between those two that were bidding on it. Yeah, maybe Michael Freiberger. But yeah, the high bid on De La Soul is 27, going twice, going 3 times. Richard Allen, 14 on the tubes. What did I say? 12 on the tube? Maybe I might have said 14, but I think that was going to be my counter. Where did the tubes go? There they are. They're that far back. Yeah, I'll do 14 on that, Richard Allen. That was $19.99. I mean, $14 is what, 30% off, I think? Something like that. Pass. All right, out and out. That's all I need to know. Final call on De La Soul. Final call on De La Soul. The high bid is $27. Final call. Sammy Hagar, VOA. Sammy Hagar is $24.99. Sam and Dave, Can't Stand Up for Falling Down. That's $24.99. I think this, yeah, it's on the Edsel label, so like a 80s UK kind of thing here. Sam and Dave, $24.99. Van Halen, Diver Down. Just in a regular old crate, $44.99 on Van Halen, $44.99. The Fabulous Impressions, arranged and conducted by Johnny Pate. UK import, $29.99. Where did all these imports come from? Well, I know they came from the UK, but just wondering what collection we got these from. I should know, because I probably bought it, but $29.99 on the Fabulous Impressions. Tubes 14, all right. Tubes is sold to Richard Allen for $14. D Kong on Sammy Hagar for $20. That's a good offer. No bump on that. That's sold to D Kong 52 for $20. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and sell De La Soul. De La Soul is sold. De La Soul is De La sold to Victor Guerra for $27. It is a John crate. Yeah, I think we're pretty much gonna have nothing but John crates tonight. This is sold to Victor Guerra for $27. Thank you very much. And as promised, let's go ahead and put up the Randy Rhoads. It's unofficial. Let's see. Yeah, unofficial US copy, unknown year. Probably, I don't know, it feels like, well, it's got to be at least 80s at the earliest because it was recorded in 1981. Let's see, tracks A6 and B1 through B3 are Ozzy Osbourne live in Indianapolis in 1981, and then according to Discogs, A1 through A5 are a random unnamed guitar player and not Randy Rhoads, like the cover would lead you to believe. Interesting. This is an EX condition, and this is going to be a $30 start. $30 start on, yeah, we'll just call it Randy Rhoads RR, however you want to do it, but $30 start on that. Shane Landau, the Van Halen had no condition notes, so it should be EX Plus or better, and it was $44.99. $44.99 on Van Halen. A few more records left in here. Jeff Brent RTO, Jeff Brent RTO is at $30 on Randy Rhoads, and then we have April Wine, First Glance. April Wine is $19.99. It's $19.99, and then we have The Animals, The Best of the Animals is $19.99. Alex Miller 70 is at $36 on Randy Rhoads. And 10cc Bloody Taurus. 10cc is $16.99. $16.99 on that. And then Simple Minds Once Upon a Time is $34.99. $34.99. Can I see the back cover up close? No problem. There you go. Let's see. Try to get it all the words in frame there with no glare. I'll hold that up to you for a minute. There you go. All right. Hopefully you saw what you needed to see there. The high bid on that is $40 with Stanley Richmond. And yeah, AW, let's see what John E. McPatriot was. April Wine, 15. That is sold to John E. McPatriot for $15. What's up, Mark Fallon? What is up? Let's see. Randy Rhodes is at 45 now with Jeff Brent RTO. That's at 45. Don't know when Ice Cube will be up. It'll probably be like 7:30 or 8 o'clock, somewhere around there. It is in the high-end auction section. I know it's a reissue, but it is like way out of print. Definitely out of print, and yeah, it's not cheap. Definitely not cheap. Yeah, it looks like the cheapest one that you can get right now is $155. We're gonna obviously start it, significantly lower than that, but yeah, that's gonna be probably around 7:30 at the earliest. Please read the research details again. Unofficial. We don't know when it came out exactly. Probably 80s, but tracks A6 and B1 through B3 are Ozzy Osbourne live in Indianapolis in 1981, and then tracks, like the first 5 tracks, are apparently like an unnamed guitar player, not Randy Rhoads. But I don't know. I mean, unofficial stuff. Who knows? Who really knows what? Who knows who's on there? It might be Randy Rhoads. Might be my brother. Who knows? I didn't play on it. Let's see. But the high bid on that right now is 45. Now 49. Alex Miller over on YouTube has that for 49. And all right. I don't think I got any other offers on anything while I was reading that. But yeah, we're gonna recap this crate. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let's see. El Snappy Tan. You got to bid 50 or 51, whatever you want to do. It's got to be an even dollar increment, though. Even dollar increment. So if you want to bid 50, just put RR50. But the high bid right now is 49. Just let me know. And all right, let me see here. Whitney is still available. The Whitney Houston I Want to Dance with Somebody single. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Glorious Results of a Misspent Youth entry. I mean, it's a really nice copy still available. Basic Blues Magoos. Hagar, Schoen, Aronson, Shreve, Through the Fire, that's still available. Split Ends, Time and Tide. And then Rush, Grace Under Pressure, that was a sealed U.S. club copy. John Cougar, American Fool. Bruce Springsteen, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey. And then Spirit, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. Let's see, that's on the original label. And it's not a bad copy at all. That is a psychedelic masterpiece. For cheap, too. Price on Joan Jett, it was $34.99. $34.99 on Joan Jett. And Blues Magoos is $39.99. And Rush, the sealed Rush, I think, was also $39.99. Rush, Grace Under Pressure, yeah, the sealed club copy, $39.99 on that. So, yeah, if you guys want to make any offers on any of that stuff, just let me know. It looks like Chaz Smith was first asked about Joan Jett, so the ball's in your court on that one. And HSAS, price and condition, where was that? Right back here. No condition notes, $24.99. $24.99. See, Jake. And where are we at on the Randy Rhoads bootleg or unofficial pressing? Danny Thomason has it for $55. Danny Thomason has the high bid on the Randy Rhoads for $55. That's going once, going twice. Going once, going twice on that. And yeah, everything in this crate too is buy now or best offer. Next, Blackfoot Tomcatton, Fleetwood Mac Mirage, Grover Washington Jr. Wine Light, Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits, Simon & Garfunkel Wednesday morning 3 a.m., Paul Simon Greatest Hits, etc. Let's see. All right. Now Randy Rhoads is at 56 with Jeff Brent RTO. So Danny Thomason, you've been outbid. That's going once, going twice now. Richard Allen offered 20 on the Hagar, and you were the one to ask about it. So yeah, let's go ahead and sell that to you for 20. Another offer that I like There, where is it? There it is. 20 bucks, sold to Richard Allen. Thank you, Richard. That sold to you. Brandon Johnson offered 15 on Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, it was $19.99. That is sold to Brandon Johnson for 15 bucks. Thank you very much. Edwin Blom, this Randy Rhoads is an unofficial. Some tracks were recorded live in Indianapolis. Some are kind of has like an unknown origin to it. It's an EX condition, and the high bid on it right now is 65. Danny Thomason just bid 65 on it. Let's see, let me make sure that was the first and only offer on Joan Jett. I believe it was. And that is, there's no year associated with it on Discogs. It's definitely vintage. It's not like a new bootleg. I would say it is from the 80s, but there's no year attached to it on Discogs, so we're not really sure. But yeah, Joan Jett is sold to Michael Wood for $28. That is sold for $28. Even dollar increments on the bids, please. Even dollar amounts on the bids. The high bid that I'm seeing right now is 66 with Kurt Barron. Kurt Barron has that for $66. Everyone else is out. And were there any other offers on anything in the crate? I don't think so. I think that's everything. I'm going to keep going. Paul Simon is $19.99. $19.99 in shrink with hype sticker, no condition notes. 28, I think it was priced at $39.99. I'll do $32. That would be 20% off. That's 20% off. I'll do $32 on that one, Brian Call, if you want it. I'll do $32 on Blues Magoos. And Randy Rhoads now has a high bid of $75. That's at $75 with L Snappy Tan and One Unique Journey. Let me know if you want to buy Paul Simon or make an offer on that. It was $19.99. Keith, 98.6, Ain't Gonna Lie. A Christmas gift for you from Phil Spector. That one does have some cover damage on the back of the bottom, or the bottom of the back. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. 32 Blues Magoos is sold to Brian Call for $32. Thank you very much. And Randy Rhoads now has a high bid of 85 with Danny Thomason. I think it's time to get a second auction up. Time to do two at once. Let's see. Since we got Randy Rhoads going, let's put up another guitar player. Let's do this Yngwie Malmsteen Rising Force. This is a 1984 US Indianapolis pressing OG. The vinyl's in EX condition, and this is going to be just a $25 start. It's in shrink wrap as well. It's a $25 start on Yngwie Malmsteen. Let me scroll up just a little bit here. Let's see. Randy Rhoads is at 85 with Danny Thomason. The Keith, I think Edwin Blum was $12.99. Let me make sure. Yeah, $12.99 on Keith. And then Kurt Barron said out on Randy Rhoads. Thank you for letting me know. Paul Simon 15. Who asked about the Paul Simon first? One Unique Journey over on YouTube. I haven't heard anything from you, but if I don't hear anything else from you in a little bit, I'm going to sell this to Kevin Chapman for $15. So let me know if you do want that. I will sell it to you for $15 if you want it for that price, but just let me know. Let me know. Next in the crate, Dan Fogelberg, The Innocent Age. Sam Cooke, Mr. Soul, that's a UK import. Simply Red, picture book. Yma Sumac, Legend of the Sun version. There's a lot of variety in this crate for sure. The Dave Clark 5, Having a Wild Weekend. John Denver. The Main Ingredient, Euphrates River. The Beatle Beat, that's the Bugs. Not the Beatles, but the Bugs. And then Journey. Journey, self-titled. Leo Sayer, Endless Flight. Thank Your Lucky Stars soundtrack there. Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska. Sam and Dave, Can't Stand Up for Falling Down. Van Halen, Diver Down is still available as well. The Fabulous Impressions, that was a UK import. The Animals, that's the Best of the Animals. 10cc, Bloody Taurus. and Simple Minds, Once Upon a Time. If anyone wants to make an offer on anything in there, just let me know. And Randy Rhoads is a final call, I believe. Yeah, Danny Thomason has it for 85. Final call on that. JH price. Yeah, I already went through everything. I was just kind of doing a recap, but yeah, if you need prices on anything, just let me know. Anything in particular. Joe Delgado, the Simply Red is priced at $34.99. That was priced at $34.99. And let me see if I missed anything else. Yingwei does not have a bid yet. That's going twice, going three times, going twice, going three times. Looking for a $25 starting bid. I would sell the Journey for 30 bucks. 30 bucks on that. Diver Down was $44.99 and Simple Minds is $34.99. Kevin's my boyfriend. Okay, well that works. So I'll go ahead and sell the Paul Simon to Kevin Chapman for 15 bucks. Where was that? Did I put it in the back of the crate? I should have. Yep, there it is. That is sold to Kevin Chapman for $15. That's sold for 15 bucks. And it's the new press. No, this is a vintage copy. Yeah, vintage copy here. It is, looks like an Indianapolis press. Yep. And try it. Yeah, no problem. That's no problem, Joe. Thank you for letting me know. And I don't know if I said final call, but yeah, maybe I'll just move both of these to a final call. Final call on Randy Rhoads. The high bid's 85, and then final call to get a starting bid on Yngwie Malmsteen Rising Force. That was, yeah, $25 start. OG, EX condition, and then this Randy Rhoads boot over here is also in EX condition. Final call on both of those. 007. How much was Sam and Dave? Sam and Dave. It was an import, I think, right? Or I get, you know, like an Edsel compilation from the UK. $24.99. No condition notes on it. David Johnson. Yeah, $24.99 on that. Yeah, looks like a very nice copy there. Randy Rhoads is now at $90 with 007 Platinum. Shane Devers, you have been outbid. Let me know if you want to get back in on that. And Ema Sumac, 25. Or not, that's not Ema Sumac. Sorry, I saw the YM and thought of Ema Sumac. But Hoopy 31 is at 25 on Yngwie Malmsteen. That's at 25 with Hoopy 31. That's going once, going twice now. Who asked for Simply Red? Not oh, did he say Simply Red? Let's see. You did say Simply Red. I was looking at the wrong record, Joe Delgado. Sorry about that. Let's see. Where was it? Right here. Simply Red was $19.99. I would do 15 on it, Joe Delgado. Sorry about that. I didn't even. Yeah, I think you can see why I made that mistake. But Simply Red is, yeah, $19.99, but I'll do 15 on that if you want that. And Randy Rhoads is now at $100 with 007 Platinum. Yngwie Malmsteen is going twice, going three times, going twice, going three times. And El Snappy Tan still doing the non-full dollar bidding increments. Let's see. Take it for 15. Cool. Yeah, sorry about that, Joe. I got mixed up. That sold to you for 15 bucks. It just sold to you for 15, but yeah. 007 Platinum has Randy Rhoads for 100. Final call on Yngwie Malmsteen at 25. Final call on that. Are out. All right. Yeah, if anyone wants anything else out of here, just let me know. Let me know. It was David Johnson that asked about the Sam and Dave. That is still available. Journey is still available. Yeah. All right. Let me get this out of the way. Randy Rhoads is now at 120. He's at 120 with Danny Thomason. 007 Platinum is right back in at 130. I think now's a good time to go through the kind of a like 2025 recap crate. Some of Laura's favorite albums that came out this year. So I'm going to put this up here. And let's see. Make sure I'm not going to squanch anything. Any new vinyl? There's some new vinyl. I don't know if any of it's new. There might be some new stuff or vinyl that's new to us. But I'm not sure. I know we got new vinyl in today, but there was a lot of it that we don't have prices on. And let's see. What else? Yeah, there was stuff also that I was just like worried about. Maybe there was like a wait list or a pre-order for some titles that I'm not aware of, and I don't have the list of that stuff, so I didn't want to like try to sell stuff that people had already claimed. And let's see where else. 130, 140, 150. Randy Rhoads is at 150 with 007 Platinum, and Yngwie is sold for $25. Let me scroll up and see who this was sold to. This is sold for $25 to Hoopy31 over on Twitch. It's sold to Hoopy31 on Twitch for $25. Let me get this all put back together. Thank you very much. And Danny Thomason said out on Randy Rhoads, so let's go ahead and move that to a final call. But yeah, let's look through this crate of new vinyl. This is Laura's favorite albums of 2025. But before I get into the crate, I'm going to read some of the honorable mentions, aka records that are out of stock right now, but were also amazing. Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party by Hayley Williams. That is Laura's number 2 favorite of the year. And then also Getting Killed by Geese. Out of print somehow. I feel like that's on a lot of different places like top album of the year. That was definitely a big one. And then Choke Enough by OK Lou or Oklu. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say it. But then there's also I Don't Want to See You in Heaven by the Callous Boys. And then You Sexiwa by FKA Twigs. And more, but I'm out of room. I don't know. I think I kind of did a bad job of keeping up with new releases this year. But I did really like the new Maruja record. I like that whole like windmill scene stuff with like Black Midi and Black Country New Road and Squid and now Maruja. I like that stuff a lot. Okay, Lou. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Thank you, Laura. And let's go ahead and sell Randy Rhoads. Let's sell this Randy Rhoads. This is sold to 007 Platinum for $150. 007 Platinum got the Randy Rhoads boot for $150. And let me get all this put back together. There's that. Let's get 2 more auctions up, and then I promise I'm going to get into this 2025 kind of recap crate. Let's do these 2. Let's do these. All right. Cool. There's that. All right. This is Country Music, a film by Ken Burns, the soundtrack. This was a big deal when this came out, that new series, or not new now, but I guess it came out like 5 or 6 years ago now. This is the 2019 US OG limited to 1,000 numbered copies on red, white, and blue splatter vinyl. And it also has a certificate of authenticity signed by Ken Burns. And there's the certificate of authenticity. This is number 627 of 1,000. There are the 2 original inner sleeves. And the corner does have some minor bends on it, but nothing too bad. There's the vinyl. That's what it looks like. Clear with red, white, and blue splatter. It's going to be a $30 start. $30 start on the Country Music soundtrack compilation here from the Ken Burns documentary about country music. And that's at $30 with John Durden over on Twitch. All right. Yeah, it's going once, going twice. And we're also going to go ahead and put up this Bo Diddley Bo Diddley, the Black Gladiator. This one does not show up nearly as often, and I mean, look at his get up on this one. It's a 1970 US Terre Haute original pressing. The vinyl is in VG condition. I would say it's a pretty strong VG, though. It's not too bad, nothing deep. I bet this would play really well. This is going to be just a $20 start. $20 start on Bo Diddley, the Black Gladiator. $20 start on that. And Country Music has a high bid now of $45 with Danny Thomason. I'm going to show a couple records, and then I need to take a sip of my beverage. Let's see what we have. Japanese Breakfast. Man, I can't read it. For Melancholy Brunettes and Sad Women. That's great. For Melancholy Brunettes and Sad Women, Japanese Breakfast. And this is on Frosted Shadow vinyl. New and sealed, $29.99. These are some of Laura's favorite releases of the year. We got 2 copies of that. Bo Diddley has a high bid of $25 with Denise. Denise Oftedal is in on Bo Diddley at $25, and then John Durden has the high bid on the Country Music, the Ken Burns at $46. Next is Lucy Dacus, Forever is a Feeling. Lucy Dacus, Forever is a Feeling. That's on clear vinyl, $36.99 on Lucy Dacus. And then this is Laffy. Oh, Laffy. There it is. It says it right there. I just could not read the font again. This is Laffy. A Matter of Time. Indie exclusive Rouge vinyl. Rouge. $39.99. It's in Moulin Rouge. $39.99 on Laffy. I feel like Chad right now. Let's see. Ken Burns is at $55. Now $56. Bo Diddley out, said Robert Warner. Thank you. This is going twice, going 3 times. Denise Oftedal has Bo Diddley for $25. That's going twice, going 3 times. Next, Hatchie Licorice. That is Hatchie, and this is on lipstick red vinyl, $29.99 on Hatchie. Sextile, Yes Please. Sextile, Yes Please. This is on yellow vinyl, new and sealed for $29.99 on that. Turnstile, Never Enough. I do know these guys. This is a cool band. $33.99 on Turnstile. Wet Leg Moisturizer. This is new and sealed on clear vinyl. Let's see, Laura, do we have a price on Wet Leg? I don't know. I'll set that one to the side. You can let me know what the price is on that one. Hatchie's Dream Pop. Similar to Cocteau Twins. Cool. Is it, I guess, maybe similar to Beach House? Maybe? Or is that off? Let's see. Country Music is at 57. That's at 57 with Danny Thomason. John Durden, you've been outbid on that. And final call on Bo Diddley. Bo Diddley is a final call for $25. And this is Ethel Cain. Cool. Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. This is a pretty cool, experimental, strange record, but very good. Forgot about this. I thought this was last year, but I guess it was like maybe really early this year. This is new and sealed for $44.99. $44.99 on Ethel Cain. And this is Scowl, Are We All Angels? Scowl, Are We All Angels? New and sealed $29.99. More upbeat than Beach House. Okay, cool. Scowl. And then this is Rosalia, the new album by Rosalia on crystal clear vinyl. Lux. $46.99. I know a lot of people talked about this or that record this year as well. Frost Children, Sister on clear vinyl, $29.99 for Frost Children. Frost Children is $29.99. And then Tagabow, Lotto on red Ripple vinyl, $33.99. $33.99. Cool, yeah. If you wouldn't mind. I don't think there's a tag gun up here. Seems like we should have one in this area, but I don't see one if there is. Final call on Country Music, and Bo Diddley is sold to Denise Oftedal for $25. This is sold to Denise Offed it all for $25. Bo Diddley. It's a cool one. Definitely one that you don't see very often. And it's just a wild cover too. It's awesome. That is sold to Denise for $25. Thank you very much. And John Durden is back in on the Ken Burns country music documentary soundtrack. That's at $58. Where's all the 80s rock? Unfortunately, no 80s rock came out in the year 2025. These are all Laura's favorite albums of 2025 right here. And then we have Lambrini Girls, Who Let the Dogs Out on black vinyl, limited to 2,500. This is new and sealed for $33.99 on that. Thank you, Laura. Then, yeah. Laura said, if you like Amyl and the Sniffers, you will like Wet Leg. Or no, you'll like Lambrini Girls. Yeah. Wet Leg is kind of, more indie punkish or like, kind of new wave almost. $33.99. $33.99 on Wet Leg. And did I miss anything else? Nope. Lambrini Girls, if you like Amyl and the Sniffers, that's a recommendation there. This is Princess of Power, Marina on yellow butterfly vinyl. That's new and sealed for $36.99. Sextile, Steve Riley on Sextile. That was, where's Sextile? Right there. Right before Turnstile. Sextile is sold to Steve Riley. Thank you very much. 007 Platinum, let me know if you want back in. Or not 007 Platinum, but Danny Thomason, you have been outbid on the country music compilation on red, white, and blue splatter vinyl. That's at $58 with John Durden, and that's going twice, going 3 times. This is SX Honey by Blood Orange, new and sealed, 45 RPM, $38.99 on Blood Orange. What's up, Jeremiah? Let's see what else. Danny Thomason did bid on Ken Burns, so I'm going to go ahead and put up another auction. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this up. Let's put this one up. This is REM Murmur. REM Murmur. This is a 1983 Indianapolis press. It's an original. There's the original inner sleeve. The vinyl is in EX condition. Very nice copy. EX REM Murmur. $30 start. $30 start on REM. $30 start on that. And John Durden said he's out on country music, so let's make that a final call. Final call on the country music soundtrack. That is at 59 with Danny Thomason. Final call. Let me mute my mic for just 1 second. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Let's keep going through this crate of 2025 releases. There's Sabrina Carpenter. This one was called Man's Best Friend. Sabrina Carpenter, that's new and sealed for $39.99. And then Conflict DLC. That is new and sealed for $29.99 on translucent ruby red vinyl. It's an indie store exclusive. Health Conflict DC, $29.99 on that. This is Mama, Welcome to My Blue Sky. It's on Coke Bottle Clear Vinyl, $33.99. REM Dead Wax Info. It's an Indianapolis press from 1983. Spikey McVeigh. Looking for a $30 start on that. If you want me to, I can read the Dead Wax. Just let me know if you want me to do that. I will do it. And let's go ahead and sell country music to Danny Thomason. This is sold to Danny Thomason for $59. Country music sold to Danny Thomason for $59. Let's get this all put back together. Sold for $59. $59. Right. Make sure I get the right sticky note with it. That is sold. Does it have the? It does, yeah. It does have the signed COA in it, right there. Yep, there it is, number 627, and it's signed by Ken Burns himself. Fantastic documentary maker. I'm sure there's a better, probably a more specific and better term for someone who makes documentaries, but yeah, he's great. REM does not have a bid yet. That's going twice, going 3 times, looking for a $30 start on REM. And let's see. What else should we put up? Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this one up. Stephen Pardon's in on REM at 30, so we do have a $30 bid on REM with Stephen Pardon. Stephen Pardon does have a bid on REM, or REM does have a bid with Stephen Pardon. This is Buckingham Nicks. This is a 1977 US PRC Richmond reissue, early reissue of Buckingham Nicks with the company inner sleeve, and the vinyl is very nice. EX condition. There's some light scuffing on it. $35 start. $35 start on Buckingham Nicks. $35 start on that, and REM does have a bid for $30. We're still going through this crate of new vinyl from Laura. Mama, welcome to my blue sky. We have another copy of that, and we also have Pink Pantheress, Fancy That, the mixtape, new and sealed for $33.99. Fancy That, Pink Pantheress, $33.99. Is that, what does it say? Red collage. Yeah, red vinyl. $33.99 on that. $33.99. This is Lady Gaga, Mayhem, the 7th studio album. New and sealed, Lady Gaga, $49.99. REM is now at 37. REM's now at 37 with Stephen Pardon, looking for a $35 start on Buckingham Nicks. Buckingham Nicks. Nice vintage copy there. Lord, Virgin, Bathwater vinyl, new and sealed. Lord is $46.99. $46.99 on Lord. Danzig is not original. It's not an OG. It is an unofficial on yellow vinyl. Unofficial yellow vinyl on Danzig. Yeah, they didn't do a like colored vinyl pressing of that when it originally came out. Addison. This is on yellow marbled vinyl. Laura's #1 favorite album of the year, Addison. $36.99. $36.99 on that. Buckingham Nicks, Brandon Jones. It is a 1977 technically reissue. Nice vintage copy. It's an EX condition, and it's a $35 start. $35 start on Buckingham Nicks. REM has a high bid of $42. This has a high bid of $42 with Stephen Pardon. Craig, that Turnstile record's right here. Turnstile is in the crate. Turnstile Never Enough. We got 2 copies of that. If anyone wants that. Let's see. Lord. I am Lord. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Nope. Addison. Got 2 copies of that. I'm going to recap this crate very quickly. But REM is at $42 with Stephen Pardon, Mastema, You Have Been Outbid. That's at $42. And final call to get a $35 starting bid on Buckingham Nicks. Mastema is back in on REM at $45, so Stephen Pardon, You Have Been Outbid. And now Stephen's right back in at $47. All right, I'm going to read these very quickly. If you want anything or need to know any kind of info, just let me know. We've got I already forgot, for the lonely and sad brunettes or something, for melancholy brunettes and sad women, Japanese Breakfast, that's still available. Lucy Dacus, Forever Is a Feeling. If you know Boy Genius and like Julian Baker and all that stuff, it's all, they're all related there. That kind of stuff. If you like that kind of stuff, there's more of that kind of stuff. This is Lofty, A Matter of Time. Lofty, A Matter of Time. This is Hatchy, Licorice, Dream Pop. $29.99 on that one. Sextile, yes please. Turnstile, never enough. Ethel Kane, still available. Scowl, Are We All Angels? Scowl. Rosalia, Frost Children's Sister. Frost Children's Sister. This is Tagabow. Tagabow, Lotto, Red Ripple Vinyl. Red Ripple Vinyl. There's Wet Leg Moisturizer. Lambrini Girls, Who Let the Dogs Out? If you like Amyl and the Sniffers. That's what Laura said. If you like Amyl and the Sniffers, then you would like Lambrini Girls. Turnstile price was $33.99. It's on black vinyl. $33.99 on that. REM has a high bid of 55 with Mastema, and Brandon Jones is in on Buckingham Nicks. Buckingham is at 35 with Brandon Jones going once, going twice. And let's go ahead and move REM to a final call. Final call on REM. It's at 55 with Mastema. Stephen Pern said out. So final call on REM. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Wet Leg, Lambrini Girls, Princess of Power. That was Marina. She put her name on the very bottom right. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Not much. Not very often. You see an artist put their name on the bottom right of the cover. Blood Orange, Essex Honey. Blood Orange, and then Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter. This was Health Conflict DLC. Health. This is Mama, Welcome to My Blue Sky. Mama, Welcome to My Blue Sky. And then Pink Pantheress. Fancy That. $33.99. Lady Gaga, Mayhem. Lady Gaga. And then Lord Addison, and Addison. Those are all still available. Marina used to go by Marina and the Diamonds. There you go. So if you're familiar with Marina and the Diamonds, that was Marina without the diamonds. Marina, Princess of Power. Well, you know, if you weren't familiar with any of this stuff, now you are. Now you can listen to it, and then the next time it is shown, or, you know, I don't know, yeah, you can just ask about it too. You can be like, hey, do you still have that one record? We'll be like, yeah, then we'll sell it to you. So maybe if you heard anything in there or saw anything in there that looked interesting, check it out. Check it out and let us know if you want it, and we'll sell it to you. All right. Buckingham Nicks is at 38 with Joel Castillo. That means that Brandon Jones is out. Brandon Jones, you have been outbid. Buckingham Nicks is at 38 with Joel Castillo. REM, I'm going to go ahead and sell REM. That is sold to Mastema 666 over on Twitch for $55. Let me get this put back together. There's the jacket. There's the original inner sleeve. And the record. All right. Brandon Jones said out on Buckingham Nicks. Let's go ahead and make that a final call as well. There's the right post-it note for REM. This is sold to Mastema 666 for $55. Thank you very much. And yeah, final call on Buckingham Nicks. The high bid is 38 with Joel Castillo. And what am I going to put up? Yeah, another John crate. Let's see, what's up with this one down here? Let's do a check condition crate. These are all going to be sticker price or priced as marked or sold as price. I don't know, whatever, man. It's sticker priced. You can't make offers on it. They're all sticker price, no more, no less. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's move that there. This over here. Missed the Ken Burns. Yep, we just sold that one maybe 10-ish minutes ago, 5-10 minutes ago, something like that. But yeah, let's do a check condition crate, new arrivals from John. These are all sticker price. Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. That's a VG copy, $24.99. Queen, is this actually a white label promo? EX condition, it has cover damage, $26.99. Not a promo label, but it's got the promo sticker. EX, it does have a little bit of soiling on the jacket there, $26.99. Four Tops, I believe. Yeah, Four Tops, the best of the Four Tops. VG Plus, $19.99. And poster. Oh, poster. Yeah, let's see. There wasn't a note about the poster. It's got the original inner sleeve, and I don't believe there's a poster in here. Nope. No poster with Queen, unfortunately. No poster in there. Let's see. Buckingham Nicks is sold to Joel Castillo for $38. That is sold to Joel Castillo for $38. Let me get this all put back together. There's the jacket, there's the sleeve, and the record. All right. Thank you, Joel. There's the post-it note with it as well. All right. Let's grab a couple more auctions here. Let's put that up. What time is it? 7:35? All right. Cool. Let's do this one too. Sweet. This is a Lee Hazelwood record that doesn't show up very often. I feel like none of his stuff really shows up that much. But yeah, Lee Hazelwood and Anne Margaret, the cowboy and the lady. There's the beautiful shot on the inside there, and then there they are. The Cowboy and the Lady, Lee Hazelwood and Anne Margaret. This is a 1969 Monarch pressing. The note on here for condition is VG, nearly VG plus. Let me look at it. I see what you mean. Yeah, it is right on that border between being VG plus. It's not a bad copy at all. It's going to be a $20 start. $20 start on Lee Hazelwood and Anne Margaret. Lee Hazelwood, let's see. Something of Yes. Something of Yes. I don't think we have any Yes records going up for auction, but there could be some Yes records in the buy now crates for sure. Let's see. So we got Lee Hazelwood up for auction. And then we've also got the Beatles. This is the Beatles Meet the Beatles in mono too. The Beatles Meet the Beatles. It's a 1976 Japanese pressing mono with the insert and the obi. No condition notes either. This is going to be a $45 start. Meet the Beatles in mono, Japanese pressing, $45 start on this. And we are looking for a $20 start on Lee Hazelwood, Coltrane. Do we have a John Coltrane record going up for auction tonight? Let me peek in my auction bin here. Yeah, there is one. There's one there. And yeah, it looks like we just have the one Coltrane. Cool. That will be going up tonight for sure, Audio Explorer. I'll try to get it up at least soonish. Yeah, looking for a $45 start on the Beatles, looking for a $20 start on Lee Hazelwood. Let's keep going through this crate. Everything is sticker price, check condition stuff here. Foreigner Head Games, VG condition, $9.99. Adam and the Ants, Kings of the Wild Frontier. That's VG for $12.99. Peter Tosh, Equal Rights, cool. VG Plus, $24.99 on Peter Tosh. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. With the poster, VG Plus, $14.99. And yeah, with the poster and in shrink wrap too. I don't even know if I know what the poster is supposed to look like with this record. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, I do remember this poster. Sweet. It's pretty big. Let's look at the top-down camera. Cool. Pretty sweet. Cool poster there. $14.99 on Simon and Garfunkel. VG Plus with the poster. First Japanese of the week. All right. Any Felt records tonight? Man, I've actually just snagged a original copy of that Felt record recently. Like a week ago at a local shop, they had an original copy of Felt, and I got it. Finally. It was like at the top of my want list for probably 7 or 8 years, and I finally got it. It was like the best way I could have possibly capped off the end of the year. So I heard, oh, do you know who I am, Spiky McVeigh? Who are you? Who is this? How do you know what I do? How do you know what I buy? Got traded a bunch of stuff in. I had to have it. Traded some duplicates and stuff. Buck, okay. Oh, you're Buck. All right, sweet. Yeah, man, I had to get it. I had to do it. Let's see what else is in the crate. Ice Cream Castle, The Time, VG Plus, 19.99. Pink Floyd, The Wall. It is a VG copy, 24.99. Stevie Wonder, Original Musicarium, VG Plus, 19.99. VG Plus, 19.99. Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, I Love Rock and Roll, VG Plus, 24.99. Well, Buck, if I ever come across another one, you know, we'll figure something out. I'll get you one of them. It's kind of a good thing that I got it because now I don't really need it, right? So, you know, I'll pass the buck. Final call on both auctions. Final call. We don't have a bid on either one. I'm looking for a $20 start on Lee Hazelwood. I'm looking for a $45 start on the Beatles. $45 start on the Beatles. Todd Coe on Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd, that is sold to Todd Coe. The check condition crates will always do straight price. These are all check condition, sticker price on this crate right here. JJ Joan Jett sold to Chaz Smith. Thank you, Chaz Smith. That is sold to you. And next in the crate, the Capitals. We got a thing. The Capitals is VG $12.99. The Marquise Last Night. The Marquise is VG Plus $24.99. Is this in mono or stereo? Mono, I guess. Yeah, cool. It's an early one. The white fan with a black background there. Yeah, VG Plus $24.99 on the Marquise. Smoky, Bill Black's Combo Smoky. That's VG Plus $24.99. Looks like you got into some old stuff. Some old records. VG Plus $24.99. I'd bid on it but I don't need 2 copies. Why not? Why not, man? You need 2 copies. Just in case one breaks down. Let's see. Lee Hazelwood. If anybody wants it, this is a $20 buy it now. Lee Hazelwood and Ann Margaret, the Cowboy and the Lady. $20 buy it now. $20 buy it now on Lee Hazelwood and Ann Margaret. Very cool. I do love me some Lee Hazelwood. All right, let me set that to the side. If anyone wants it, just let me know. And then the Beatles. Meet the Beatles. $45 buy it now. $45 buy it now. Japanese mono. And that is sold to Mastama 666. I knew somebody would definitely pick that one up. I am kind of surprised about the Lee Hazelwood, but he is a little bit more obscure or niche, maybe. I'm sure you got, at least some of you guys have to know the Nancy and Lee, Some Velvet Morning, I'm sure. But yeah, this is sold to Mastama 666 for $45. Thank you very much. Been lifting, man. I'm just always lifting records. That's about all I lift. It's weird that you said that though, because I feel like my brother-in-law said something about that at Thanksgiving. I don't think he was checking me out or anything. He was just like, "Man, your arms look big." I was like, "Oh, yes, they do." I didn't say it. I don't know what I'm just trying to fill the air with word salad right now. The Beefcake Paul, oh God. Black Sabbath, Born Again. Black Sabbath, Born Again. This is a 1983 U.S. Jacksonville OG. No condition notes. Yeah, this is a really nice copy. Super clean. Black Sabbath is going to be a $35 start. Body by vinyl. Yeah. We should do a fake commercial. Yeah, some kind of workout routine that just involves working at a record store. Can I see the Marquise? Yes, sir. Yeah, I think there might have been a couple questions about some of the records in the crate. I was gonna scroll up and make sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah, give me just 1 second and I'll show the marquees, Bob. We got Danzig. Danzig, the first one. First self-titled one here. Danzig is unofficial from 2014, limited to 300 copies on yellow vinyl. It's got the insert with it. Does this fold out? Yeah. Kind of a nice little insert there for an unofficial copy. $35 start. $35 start. Oh, man. Oh, it's killing me not to peel this off. It's one of those labels that, like, they stuck 2 of them on there and it's all bubbly. You know, you can just peel that off and you'll have a fresh label underneath. Whew, man. It's one of the best. One of the best feelings in the world. Just peeling off a label. Making it clean. Danzig is at $37 with Ken Granger. It's at $37. Is it? It's AI generated. Let's see. Yeah, an AI generated commercial about getting in shape by moving records around. Yeah, that would be great. Let's see. I just now saw the second part of Craig's comment. Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm glad you're noticing. It's all paying off. So the marquees. He didn't write a note on here for the year, but this should be like, I think what? Is this label like early to mid 60s? I think that's an early to mid 60s label. Maybe even late 50s. That might be a little bit too early though. But yeah, marquees last night, VG Plus, $24.99. VG Plus, $24.99. And let's see. Oh, Danny, yeah, the Lee Hazelwood is $20. $20 buy it now on Lee Hazelwood, Danny. $20 buy it now on that. Sorry about that. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Let's see the Obi. Yeah, I think it was the UK flag series, right? Let me make sure. Is that right? No, that's not right. It's the Apple one. Yeah, it's not a flag series at all. Apple mono. It's EAS 70100. 2,300 yen. If that helps you out at all. I'd like to stick at 20 on the Lee Hazelwood, Danny. I think someone will definitely buy it for 20. We just have to have the right person watching. Bob Riger on the marquees. That is sold to Bob Riger. That is sold. Cool. Yeah, I like that red and plum label. It's the UK kind of stuck with that label design for a lot longer than we did over here. Like, you know, the Zeppelin records and all that have that red and plum label. I like that look. Let's see. Black Sabbath does have a bid now. Rhino Rand is at 35 on Black Sabbath, and Danzig is now at 52 with Stephen Pardon. So we're getting bids on both auctions. And I can add the mono to my stereo over. Yeah, play them at the same time too. Then you'll have I don't know, triphonic or something. I don't know. What happens if you have 3 channels? There's mono, stereo, and quadraphonic. Can you have triphonic? Is that what that would be? What's the third dimension of sound? Hollow Notes, Private Eyes. That's EX1799. EX1799. You can do that, yeah. If you got 2 turntables set up, man, good luck. Blind Faith. Blind Faith is VG 14.99. Aerosmith. This one's Draw the Line. Aerosmith is VG Plus 17.99. Yes, Close to the Edge. Someone asked about Yes. There it is. VG Plus $12.99. It does have some looks like some cat scratch going on maybe on the spine there. VG Plus $12.99. The high bid on Danzig, Michael, is $68. It's an unofficial yellow vinyl pressing. The high bid is $68. $68 is the high bid. And Black Sabbath is going twice, going 3 times. I think we've only had the 1 bid on that at $35. It's a really nice copy. Original US. No condition notes on the vinyl. $35 going twice, going 3 times. And what else? Any other? Nothing. All right. CCR, Credence Gold. That is VG, just $12.99. JC83AZ. Yes, they want yes. That is sold to them. Have you bought from us before? JC83AZ. Have you bought from us before? Just let me know. Next in the crate, Xanadu featuring ELO and Olivia Newton-John. VG copy, $14.99. Duran Duran, 7, and the Ragged Tiger. Duran Duran is VG, $12.99. How late am I going? I don't know. Probably at least until 8 o'clock. No, it's going to be later than that. Tonight I'm probably going to go until all the auctions are sold. And then tomorrow night I might go a little bit later. Sabbath bid at 36 earlier with 36. Danny, did you bid 36 on Black Sabbath? Let me see. Oh, you did. Okay, Danny Thomason actually has Black Sabbath for 36. Ronno Rand, if you're still watching and still with us, just let me know. Oh, you're Josh Brown. Okay, JC is Josh Brown. Thank you for letting me know. Black Sabbath is at 36 with Danny Thomason. Ronno Rand, you've been outbid. I did not catch that originally. And Danzig has a high bid of 100. Danzig is at $100 with Danny Thomason. Everyone else is out, going once, going twice. But yeah, Ronno Rand, let me know if you want to get back in on Black Sabbath. So DD, Duran Duran, is sold to Susie Breedlove. Thank you, Susie. That's sold to you. Next, Martha and the Vandellas Dance Party. Martha and the Vandellas is VG, $12.99. Does have some writing right here on the cover. Ronno Rand is back in on Black Sabbath at 40. Next, Paul Simon. I mean, like, Shameless. I love this record. This is a really good record. VG plus $14.99. I mean, there's, a lot of songs on here that you've definitely heard on the radio, but my favorite is definitely Everything Put Together Falls Apart. Really good. VG plus $14.99. One's real stripped down, kind of got some like jazzy chords and changes in it, and it's good. It's just real good, man. Real good. Black Sabbath is at $41 with El Snappy Tan, and they're not using decimals or cents or anything, so that's cool. I like that. Black Sabbath is at 41 with El Snappy Tan, and Ronno Rand said they're out. Thank you for letting me know. And Danzig, I'm going to move that to a final call. That's at $100 final call. Zeppelin, 4 VG copy, $19.99. It doesn't have any info as far as the pressing goes. 75 Rockefeller, so at least mid-70s or later. It does feel like mid-70s. What was the pressing plant on that one? Richmond, PRC Richmond. VG, $19.99. Blue Oyster Cult. Man, this is a really good BOC record. VG plus $19.99. If you like Psych, check out the track Screams. Screams, man, that's a underrated track. VG plus $19.99 on BOC. Styx, The Grand Illusion. Styx is VG plus $14.99. VG plus $14.99. Is that the Sabbath with the Deep Purple singer Ian Gillan? I think so. Right? Yeah, Ian Gillan. Yeah, he's on that one. Ian Gillan is the singer on that Sabbath record. Sabbath out, Led Zeppelin out. S42 is that? Yeah. Thanks. New sealed official reissue. All right. Danzig is sold to Danny Thomason for $100. Everything in this crate is sticker price. Danny Thomason. Everything in here is sticker price. But Danzig is sold to Danny Thomason for $100. Let me get this put back together. Is that supposed to be Ween, John Durden? There's the post-it note with Danzig. And let me scroll up a little bit here. But yeah, Danny, if you want that BOC, it is VG plus $19.99. Black Sabbath, what happened with that? Someone said out. Yeah, it's at 41. That's now 42. Danny Thomason, was your S42 supposed to be BS42? If so, I don't know. Yeah, just let me know if that's supposed to be. Just comment BS42 if you want to bid 42 on that. because right now it looks like El Snappy Tan has it for 41. But if you can just do BS42, if you want to bid 42 on that, do that right now. Black Sabbath. What else? What else? Merciful Fate. Sweet. Merciful Fate. Merciful Fate, don't break the oath. Merciful Fate, don't break the oath. It's a 1986 US repress, still in the shrink, in the vinyl's in VG condition. It's going to be a $25 start. $25 start on Merciful Fate. $25 start on that. Danny Thomason did bid 42 on Black Sabbath. Now Mitch T bid 43. So El Snappy Tan, let me know if you want to get back in on Black Sabbath. You've been outbid by Danny Thomason and Mitch T. The high bid is 43 with Mitch T right now. And Jim Cooper has bid 25 on Merciful Fate. Let's keep going through the crate. Supertramp, Paris Supertramp is VG plus $24.99. Van Morrison, Wavelength, VG plus $24.99. Sammy Hagar, Standing Hampton. Sammy Hagar is VG plus $17.99. Sugarloaf, VG plus $19.99 on Sugarloaf. Billy Joel, Piano Man, that is VG plus $14.99. And this is the Eagles, or excuse me, I can't believe I just said the Eagles. This is Eagles, their greatest hits. VG plus $24.99 on Eagles. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA. VG plus just $9.99 in shrink with hype sticker. VG plus $9.99. Black Sabbath is now at 45 with Mitch T. And Merciful Fate is at 35 with Danny Thomason. Both of those are going once, going twice. Now Merciful Fate's at 40. The Godfather's Family Wedding Album. The Godfather's is VG plus $19.99. What is this? What's happening? Carmen Coppola and his orchestra. Any relationship to oh yeah, it is the Godfather is in like the movie The Godfather. Cool. It's like Coppola. I don't know if I've seen this too much. VG plus $19.99 on The Godfather's Family Wedding Album. And Kansas. VG copy, $9.99. Kansas, this one is called Song for America. VG, $9.99. Yeah, Merciful Fate is at 40 with Jim Cooper. Sabbaty, or Black Sabbath, is at 45 with Mitch T, El Snappy Tan, and Danny Thomason. You're both out. It's going twice, going three times. Merciful Fate's going twice, going three times. Let me know if you want to get back in on that. Let me mute my mic for 1 second. All right, I'm going to recap this crate. If you need to know prices or anything like that, or condition, whatever, just let me know, ask, and I'll do my best to give you the information. Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy, still available. The Four Tops, Greatest Hits. Queen, Jazz, no poster with it. Foreigner, Head Games. Adam and the Ants, Kings of the Wild Frontier. Peter Tosh, Equal Rights. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Oh, you offered 20 on Supertramp. Everything in this crate is sticker price. Everything in here is sticker price. John E. McPatriot. The Time, Ice Cream Castle. Stevie Wonder's Original Musicarium. Let's see, what was the price on Supertramp? I feel like 20 should do it anyways. But let's see. Supertramp. Oh, it's that one. That's why. VG plus $24.99. Still take it? Okay, cool. That is sold to John E. McPatriot for sticker price. How much was Adam Ant? The Time is sold to Robert Vladerchik for sure. Adam Ant was VG condition, $12.99. VG, $12.99 on that. And final call, I think. Yeah, final call on both auctions. We're at $40, or excuse me, $40 on Merciful Fate with Jim Cooper, and now Danny Thomason just bid. So, Jim Cooper, you've been outbid. This is at 41 with Danny Thomason now, and then Black Sabbath is at 45 with Mitch T, and that is a final call. Sammy Hagar sold. Sammy Hagar, was that in this part of the crate or up here somewhere? Sammy Hagar for Bob Reiger. There he is. Sammy Hagar is sold to Bob Reiger. Thank you, Bob. That's sold to you. Thank you very much. Still have the Capitals. We got a thing. Smokey. That is Bill Black's combo. Yeah, that is a cool cover. And then Hall & Oates, Private Eyes. Hall & Oates, Private Eyes still available. Blind Faith, Aerosmith, CCR Gold, Xanadu, the Xanadu soundtrack. Martha and the Vandellas Dance Party. Paul Simon, self-titled solo debut. Led Zeppelin 4. BOC, Blue Oyster Cult, still available. Styx, The Grand Illusion. Van Morrison, Wavelength. Sugarloaf. Billy Joel, Piano Man. Eagles, Greatest Hits. Bruce, Born in the USA, in shrink wrap. The Godfather's Family Wedding Album. And Kansas. Those are all still available. If you need to know the condition or price or both, just let me know. Merciful Fate, let's go ahead and sell that. Actually, yeah, I think both auctions are sold now. Merciful Fate is sold to Danny Thomason for $41. This is sold to Danny Thomason for 41 bucks. Let me get this all put back together. Sold for 41 to Danny Thomason, and then Black Sabbath is sold to somebody for an amount of money. Let's see, I need to scroll up to figure it out. Black Sabbath sold to Mitch T for 45 bucks. This is sold to Mitch T for $45. Thank you very much. Get this put back together. All right. Need to get another crate. This one's filled up. All right. That. And where am I even gonna? There's one. Cool. All right. Empty crate. And let's get this crate out of here, right? Yeah, we've got the Sammy Hagar and the Time. I think those were the only ones, right? I think John Durden asked about the Adam and the Ants, but I don't think he said anything about taking it. It was VG $12.99. Yeah, I'm gonna set this crate right over here. I'll combine it with this other stuff real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's combine these so I can get an empty crate out of it. All right. And let's see. Let's do another John crate. I mean, that's pretty much all we got tonight. Laura, I know, is working on the auctions for tomorrow night since I'm hosting the sale and she's off tomorrow. So yeah, let's do another John crate and let's get a couple more auctions up too. Let's put up a couple more auctions. We've got The Clash, London Calling. The Clash, London Calling. This is a original from 1980. 1980 US Terre Haute OG, and it's actually in good shape. I feel like the last few copies of this that we've had have not been in great shape, but this one is rated EX. EX condition. Yeah, this one looks very nice. Very nice disc on that one. And then this one looks, yeah, about the same. They're both really nice. It's going to be a $50 start. $50 start on the Clash London Calling. $50 start on that. And also going up, Depeche Mode. Let's get this Depeche Mode up. This is a copy of A Broken Frame. It does have some damage here on the front cover. I think this is actually from another cover, so you could actually get this off. Yeah, you should definitely be able to get that off if you like maybe steam some water or get some Ronsonol, lighter fluid, something like that. That should come right off the front there. And then there is the original inner sleeve. It's a 1982 US Winchester OG, and the vinyl itself is in EX condition. It's going to be a $25 start. Nice copy. $25 start on Depeche Mode, and we're looking for a $50 start on the Clash London Calling. And we're going to go through a Buy It Now Best Offer crate from John. No condition notes on anything in this crate, so EX plus, near mint minus, or better. Yeah, it's going to be real nice stuff in here. Buy now or best offer, so don't be afraid to make offers on anything in here. The Clash is at 50 with Frank Galina. And what's up, Timothy? We've got Bruce Springsteen, Chimes of Freedom, special 4-track, 12-inch, $14.99. Paul Simon, Graceland, $29.99. Bill Withers, Still Bill, that's a great album. It's a ARP press, no condition notes, $44.99. $44.99 on Bill Withers. Lee Dorsey, Gonna Be Funky, $24.99 on Lee Dorsey. The Who, Tommy, $34.99. Feels like it's got everything with it. Yeah, it's a thick one. $34.99 on The Who. Looking for a $25 start on Depeche Mode. The Clash is going twice, going 3 times. It's at $50 with Frank Galina. Osibisa, Heads. Osibisa is $19.99. The Law, Language, and Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce is $19.99. Who's Next? The Who. The Who, Who's Next? $24.99. Early reissue on the MCA label there. Blondie, Auto American. Blondie, Auto American is $19.99. The Blasters. The Blasters is also $19.99. Kevin Chapman on Lee Dorsey. Where was Lee? There he is. Lee Dorsey is sold to Kevin Chapman. Thank you very much. The Who, Tommy. The Who, Tommy, 25. I would do 28 on that one. I'll do $28 on that. El Snappy Tan. I'll do $28 on that if you want it. Just let me know. Did I show that? Nope. All right. Final call on both. Final call to get a $25 start on Depeche Mode. And final call on the Clash. The high bid on that is $50. Final call on that. Final call. Tommy. Yeah, Tommy, I would do 28 on LB. LB 15. Lenny Bruce 15. That is sold to Chad Smith. That is sold to Chad Smith for... Dang, if I had waited 2 seconds, could have sold it for full price, but that's all right. Donna Blutram. Donna... I think there's is that BL or just BU? No, it is just BU. Donna Buttram has the high bid on the Clash now at 51. That means that Frank Galina, you have been outbid. That is at $51. And El Snappy Tan said, fine, 28. So the Who, Tommy, is sold to El Snappy Tan for $28. Thank you very much. I'm going to show a couple more records, and then I'm making Depeche Mode to Buy It Now. Charlie Daniels Band, Midnight Wind in shrink wrap. Nice, $22.99 for Charlie Daniels. Hall & Oates Live. Hall & Oates Live is $19.99. Live at the Apollo. Aretha Franklin is $19.99. Depeche Mode's a $25 Buy It Now. $25 Buy It Now on Depeche Mode. Man, why do these keep falling over? It is annoying. And Depeche Mode is sold to Mastama666 over on Twitch. Yeah, I think that stuff on the front cover there should come off. I think that's from another record that might have been stuck to it at one point. All right, let's see. Nap time. Nap time. It's not nap time. Let's see. Depeche Mode. That's this one right here. That is sold to Mastama666. Then the Clash is at 51 with Donna Buttram Frank. Let me know if you want back in, or if you're done bidding, you can just say Clash out, or however you want to phrase it. Oh, there it is. It just popped up. Clash out. All right, let's make it a final call then. Final call on the Clash. It's a really nice copy. It's at $51. That is at 51 bucks. 51 bucks on that. Sweet. I remember this one. Yeah, this one was sealed, but it did have, yeah, it had some shrink over the saw cut here, so we thought it was resealed, and it may have been resealed. It's possible that it was resealed by a factory or something like that, but Dolly Heartbreak Express, we did open it because we were suspicious of it. It's a 1982 US Indianapolis press, OG, with the original inner sleeve. And let's see, yeah, it's EX, it looks unplayed. So this has not been, yeah, I don't think this was ever played. Super clean copy of Dolly. This is going to be a $20 start. $20 start on Dolly Parton Heartbreak Express. It was sealed, but we opened it just to make sure that it wasn't resealed and messed up or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, Bruce. Chimes of Freedom. It's a special 4-track, 12-inch single Carol Puckett from, looks like 98 maybe? Or I said 98. 88. I think it was released in 1988. It's $14.99. $14.99 on that one. $14.99 Carol Puckett. And speaking of the Clash, let's go ahead and sell the Clash. The Clash is sold for 51 bucks. Who was that? Who got it for 51? Donna Buttram. Donna Buttram. Have you bought from us before? I think I've heard your name, but I'm not sure if I've sold you. And if you are a new buyer, just let me know. Yeah, Mitch T got the Black Sabbath record. Mitch T got the Black Sabbath. This is sold to Donna Buttram for 51 bucks. Thank you very much. Aretha 10. No, I can't do 10. That would be half off. Scott Dyer, it was priced $19.99. I'll do 14 on it though. First time. All right, Donna. Well, thank you and welcome. If you could just, if you could send our Facebook page a message. All we need is your email address and your shipping address, and we will send you an invoice on Monday through Square. It'll be emailed to you, and then once you've paid for it, we will pack it and ship it as quick as we can. Let's see. Not sure. Yeah, go ahead and check and see if you have it, Carol. Your local. Okay, cool. We do still need that info, but when you send the information, just put it in the message that you will pick up your order. It won't be available to pick up until next Wednesday because it takes us a long time to process everything and get all the invoices sent out and all that. But we can have it up front for you to pick up by next Wednesday. But we still need your information just so we have you in the system. And then just put in your message that you will come pick up. Let's see, Hall & Oates 12. Shannon, I'll do 14 on that. Same deal on that. I'll do $14 on that one. Dolly Parton does have a bid of 20 bucks. Dolly Parton is at $20 with Jay Sontag over on YouTube. That's going once, going twice. Going once, going twice. And what else? Did I miss anything else? Scott Dyer said no on Aretha. No problem. I will sell it for $14 if anyone wants that. 200 feet away. Okay, I got you, Carol. No problem. Hall & Oates is sold to Shannon Maseka. Carol, why don't you just get it? And then, if you already have one, you can gift it to a friend. It's Christmas and all that. Ice Cube has not... Man, it's 8:14. What am I doing? I should have been putting up the high-end stuff. I forgot. Let's put up Ice Cube now. I was not paying attention to the time when I put up that dolly. Let's see. Ice Cube, The Predator. Ice Cube, The Predator. This is a 2023 U.S. reissue. Super clean. There's 3 copies for sale on Discogs right now. The cheapest will not ship to the U.S., so the least expensive that you can order to the U.S. is $155. And then the other Copy is sealed and it's listed for $276. This is a near mint copy. $95 start on this one. $95 start. Out of print. I know this Respect the Classics label, it seems like a lot of the stuff that they release, I guess they just don't really print a whole lot of them, and they go out of print quick, and when they do, they get expensive. I haven't listened to many of their releases, but I would assume that they must sound really, really good. Dolly Parton is going twice, going 3 times. The high bid is 20, with Jay Sontag going twice, going 3 times. And then, yeah, Ice Cube is a $95 start. $95 start on Ice Cube. Let me see if turning this light off would help the glare. It does. That's a little bit better, right? Maybe? I don't know. All right. Next in the crate, The Beatles Greatest Hits Volume 1. That is a Singapore import. Cool. Singapore, $44.99. It's also got a... Man, this is cool. I bet if you guys don't want it, Chad would probably want this. This is the kind of stuff that Chad likes to collect, is these odd imports and all that. I had no idea that was in there. Very cool. Jefferson Starship Earth, that's $14.99. Stanley Steamer, $19.99. What is this? LOL Cream and Godly. Yeah, Cream and Godly and Cream, $19.99 on that. Mongo Santa Maria Stone Soul, that is $19.99. MFSB Love is the Message, that's in shrink with hype. Disco from 73, $19.99. Final Call on Dolly, it's at $20. Final call on that. And Ice Cube is going twice, going 3 times, looking for a $95 start. The Drifters Golden Hits. The Drifters Golden Hits is $19.99. Simon & Garfunkel's Greatest Hits is $14.99. Yeah, everything in this crate is buy now or best offer. The Police Outlandos d'Amour. The Police is $29.99. Michael McCarter has bid $95 on Ice Cube. So Ice Cube is at $95 with Michael McCarter. Michael McCarter has that for $95. Brandon Jones, your second to bid on it. Billy Joel, The Nylon Curtain. Billy Joel is $14.99. Bruce Springsteen, Tunnel of Love, in shrink with hype sticker. Nice copy. $19.99 on that. Donna Buttram on The Police. Man, I keep bumping the camera. Sorry about that. Police is sold to Donna Buttram. And, man, this crate really wants to lean. Let's see, Donna. It looks like I still need you to send us a message as well on Facebook. Police condition that just sold, Joel. Everything in this crate, though, is EX Plus or better. Let's see. Beatles 35. I think Chad would kill me if I sold it for 35. If you really want it, I'll do 40. I'll sell it to you for $40. Jimby, that's my best price tonight. If not, I'm going to definitely show that to him. I didn't realize it was a Singapore import. That's the kind of stuff that he loves to collect. Ice Cube is at 100 with Jim B. Jim B has Ice Cube for 100. Michael McCarter and Brandon Jones, you've both been outbid. And Dolly is sold. Dolly Parton is sold for, I think it was just $20, right? $20 to Jay Sontag 1978. Chadwick. I don't think I said Chadwick, did I? I don't think I've ever called him that before. I must have said something else. Let's see. Yesterday he showed a new Stone Roses. Would I be able to tell you the price? I'm not sure. I would be able to if I knew where it was. I'm sure it's in this stack behind me somewhere, but let's see. Dolly is sold for $20. That's sold to Dolly for $20 to Jay Sontag over on YouTube. Thank you very much. And Jim, I'll do $40 on that Beatles if you really want it. I'll do $40 on it. Missed condition of the record and the jack on this. Oh, it's near mint, Brandon. It is a 2023 reissue from Respect the Classics. It's well out of print. He said, Sir Chadwick. Yeah, Sir Chadwick. Never in my life. Cool. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Donna. Appreciate that. And let's see. It was in a used crate that Laura priced. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea where that would be. So it's a new arrival. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that. Let's see. Ice Cube is at 105. El Snappy Tan. I don't know if you kept saying 50.51, and I didn't know if that was I thought it was a joke because that's more than the sticker price on it. I think, wasn't it $44.99? Let's see. Yeah, it was $44.99. I would sell it to you for sticker. It's not up for auction. But also, let me see. Let me make sure. Let's see. Jim B was the first to ask about it. I want to make sure he doesn't want to get it for. I mean, now it would be sticker price, Jim B. It would be $44.99 if you want it. If you don't want it, then El Snappy Tan definitely wants it. I wasn't sure what the 50.51 meant. Let's see. You're outbidding. I didn't know that you were bidding or making an offer. It's not up for auction. It's just sticker price or buy now best offer, but you were offering more than it was stickered at, so I thought it might have been a joke. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's put this one up. All right, let's put up. Oh man, I forgot again. Forgot what time it was. It's time to do higher end stuff. I'm just all out of whack right now. All out of whack. Let's see. Let's put up this Mud Honey. Mud Honey, 1991 original pressing of Mud Honey. Every good boy deserves fudge. Mud Honey, every good boy deserves fudge. That's a 1991 US OG copy. No condition notes on the vinyl. This is going to be a $55 start. $55 start on Mud Honey. $55 start on that. And then Ice Cube is at $110. I think that's the high bid. We're at $110 with Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones has it for $110. Everyone else is out. And JK is in on Mud Honey at $55. That's at $55 with JK. And I'll be over here looking for a second. Yeah, I wasn't trying to like ignore you. I thought it was a joke because early in the show I was like, please don't bid and like you can only bid in even dollar increments. So I thought you were joking around. It was like bad timing. But yeah, Jim B, I am still waiting to hear back from you on that. And Mortgage Guy Rob, I'll get that in excess up probably within the next 15 or 20 minutes, something like that. Let's see. Ice Cube out. All right, so 007 Platinum's in at 115. It's at 115. Brandon Jones, you've been outbid. We're at $115 with 007 Platinum. Gonna show the Mud Honey record and the labels. Yep. No, it's all good, El Snappy. I think it was just a misunderstanding there. Let's see the record and the labels. Yeah, this is an original for sure. I remember looking this one up before we put it out for auction because I kind of assumed it was a reissue, but it's not. This is OG. That's why I put it in the auction crate for Laura to get prepared. But yeah, this is an original, and it's really nice. That was another reason why I thought it was a reissue. Everything about it's just in really nice shape. But yeah, this is the real deal. The real deal. The Beatles is a Singapore import. Jim B was from Singapore. Let me see what other info I have on the back of this that I can give you. Yeah, the Beatles, greatest hits. There's a there is a sticker on here that looks like somebody added to it. It says original Hong Kong edition, rare. Yeah, there's no year attached to it, but yeah, $44.99. It's on. It has that, like, you know, the gold Parlophone label on it, like they use in the UK. But I'm not sure what year this actually was released. It is S-LPEA 1001. Let me make sure it's the same on here. Yeah. But wait, what did you say? PMCO? Yeah, it's not PMCO. There's also another catalog number on here that's YAPAX 1015. It's not that one. Yeah. Maybe it might not be the one that you're looking for, Jim. Might not be the one you're looking for. The Ice Cube is at 130 with 007 Platinum, and then Mudhoney is at 60 with JK. JK has Mudhoney for 60. And El Snappy Tan, you still doing it? Still doing that? All right, okay, I guess it's not a match. No problem, Jim. El Snappy Tan, if you want the Beatles, it's yours for sticker price. You have honors. I'm sorry about the confusion and miscommunication and everything on there, but it is yours if you want it for sticker price. Both auctions are getting bids still, I believe, $60 and $130. Everyone else is out on those. Let's get back into this crate. It's been chaos. Buy it now, best offer. El Snappy Tan is going to get the Beatles. Let me fish it out. Where the heck did I put it? In the very back. That sold to El Snappy Tan. All right, we're back. David Bowie in a crate. David Bowie live. This is $39.99. A Country Star Is Born. That's Jesse Coulter. Jesse Coulter, $19.99. This is a import of some sort. UK maybe? Let's see. Jesse Coulter. Yeah. Another import. UK. Cool. $19.99 on Jesse Coulter. Mudhoney is at 61 with MG Sanchez. Now it's at 70. Ice Cube's now at 135. And now we've got Jerry Jeff, Contrary to Ordinary. Jerry Jeff is $19.99. Mike and the Mechanics. Mike and the Mechanics. That is in shrink, $19.99. Jefferson Starship, Freedom at 0.0. Jefferson Starship is $14.99. The Police, Synchronicity, with some writing on the cover. Yeah, purple vinyl. If you hold it up to the light, it is on. Yeah, purple. Sweet. $29.99 on the Police. And let's see. Scott Dyer offered 10 on MFSB. That was earlier in the crate. Right here. That would be half price. I can't do that. I'll do 14 on that. Scott Dyer, I can't immediately do half price on that for sure. Does Mike and Mechanics have In Living Years? Let's see. It does not. It does not have that track on there. That is not on there. And the volume 2 you have is Australian. That's cool. Very cool. Let's see, Police 25. I'll go ahead and sell that to Donna Buttram for $25. And Ice Cube is at 140. That's at 140. And then Mudhoney is at 70 with JK. This is at $70 with JK. Going twice, going 3 times on Mudhoney. And Shane Devers, or 007 Platinum, has Ice Cube for 140. Let's keep going through the crate. Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose in shrink, $14.99. $14.99 on that. Billy Squire, Emotions in Motion, that's $19.99. Robert Palmer, Clues. Robert Palmer, Clues is $19.99. Alvin Lee, and 10 Years Later, Rocket Fuel, that is $17.99. John Waite, Ignition, $14.99. $14.99 on that. And it's got the same cover. Great. Yeah, I feel like a lot of those odd imports, since I've kind of used, you know, the same covers and just odd stuff. Yeah, I think those are cool. Like the weird imports and all that. let's see. Brandon Jones said out on Ice Cube. So let's go ahead and make Ice Cube a final call. The high bid on Ice Cube is $140. Final call on that. And final call on Mudhoney as well. MG Sanchez, let me know if you want to get back in on Mudhoney. The high bid on that is 70. Oh, you said out. Okay, I see that now. Thank you for letting me know. So let's make a final call on both auctions. What was it, 140 and 70, right? Yeah, 140, 70. Final call on both of those. Paul Simon, still crazy after all these years. In Shrink with Hype Sticker. John found a batch of really nice Paul Simon records. $19.99 on that. And then more Paul Simon. So, Simon and Garfunkel bookends with poster, $19.99. What's the poster on this one? Just have to look at it too. Let's see, $19.99 on Simon and Garfunkel bookends. Wait a minute. Is this the same? It's the same poster, but I feel like the other one that had the poster with it was not bookends, right? Or am I completely wrong here? What's happening? Where was that other Simon and Garfunkel record? Did they use the same poster for multiple albums? Yeah, the Bridge Over Troubled Water also had this poster. What the heck's going on? Which album is this supposed to belong to? I don't know. I don't remember. I do not remember. But it's a great album. Very good album. Bookends. They're all good. All right. Next. Paul McCartney, Press to Play, $24.99 from 1986. Paul McCartney. It's one that doesn't come through as often. Ice Cube is sold to 007 Platinum for $140. This is sold for $140 to 007 Platinum. It goes with Bridge Over Troubled Water. Okay, it makes sense with the design on it. Thank you, Carol. Let's see, this is sold to 007 Platinum. And Laura says she's seen it in bookends before too. What the heck's going on? Maybe people just like I don't know, they just Frankenstein stuff, you know. That happens. And then Mudhoney is sold for $70. And that was sold to JK over on Twitch for $70. Very nice original Mudhoney record there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Get that put back together. And let's see. More auctions. That's what we need. Let's get this one and this one. I think there was a request for an auction not too long ago, but I don't remember what it was, but I do know that this is going up now, and this other one that I pulled out, but this is Overkill, Feel the Fire. Overkill, Feel the Fire. This is a 1985 Hauppauge Press original with the original inner sleeve. The vinyl's in EX condition. EX, just a couple small marks on it. Nice looking OG Overkill, and this is going to be a $55 start. $55 start on Overkill. $55 start on that. And let's see. Chad's birthday is today. Today is Chad's birthday. And put up one of my favorites, one of my favorite artists for sure. Brian Eno, Another Green World. This is a great record. Robert Fripp's all over this thing. Phil Collins is even all over it. There's the jacket. Here's the inner sleeve. This is a 1978 U.S. Winchester reissue. It's an EX condition. And it's going to be a $25 start. And Laura even has a note on her post-it that I agree with. And it says, Essential album. Essential, yes. Just listen to, was it St. Elmo's Fire? Yeah, that's a good song. Let's see. Sky Saw and Dark Trees, A Big Ship, I'll Come Running. I'll Come Running is good too. Little Fishes. It's all good. Fantastic. Brian Eno, $25 start on that. And let's see. Overkill is at 55 with Jeff Brinley. That's at 55 with Jeff Brinley. Michael Jackson, Thriller. No condition notes, $34.99. And it doesn't have the co-produced by Michael Jackson credits either. So this is a, you know, like a true first U.S. press. $34.99 on Michael Jackson Thriller. $34.99 on that. Elvis Costello and the Attractions. Imperial Bedroom, or Bedroom Imperial. I don't remember. I think it's Imperial Bedroom. Mixed up all the letters. $24.99 on that. $24.99 on that. Eno 25. James Allen is in on Brian Eno at 25. And my daughter was born. Oh, cool. Ryan, congrats. Congratulations. Tuning in from the hospital. Sweet. Cool, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. Melanie Jennings, let me know which Simon you want. There was the Simon and Garfunkel bookends. There's also Paul Simon, Still Crazy After All These Years. And I think there are one or two more in here. Just let me know what you want. Matt Barnhill offered 26 on Michael Jackson. Because it's like a true first and in shrink, no condition notes with, I mean, it's got the original inner sleeve and everything too. I can knock a little bit off, but I won't be able to knock $8 off. I would do an even $30 on that. It was priced $34.99. I'll do $30 if you want it, Matt. Overkill's going twice, going 3 times. Going twice, going 3 times on Overkill. Bridge Over Troubled Water is also available. Let's see. Oh man, I'm sorry. If I had just scrolled up a little bit, I would have seen that you were asking about Bridge Over Troubled Water. Sorry about that, Melanie. And thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol Puckett, for yelling at me in front of all my friends. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Yeah, this is another nice copy in shrink. That's sold to Melanie Jennings. Sorry about that. Bridge Over Troubled Water. I'll take it at 30. Cool. Yeah, it's a nice one, man. Matt Barnhill got Michael Jackson for $30. Thank you, Matt. And yeah, congrats, Ryan. Let's see. Where are we at? Brian Eno. That's also a final call. That only has one bid at 25. Final call on that. Final call on Overkill at 55. So final call on both of those. I'm about to sell them ELO's Greatest Hits. $19.99. $19.99. Wasn't yelling. It just locked on my iPad. All right, Carol. You can say whatever you want, but I know what your true intention was. Let's see. Who is this calling the auctions? Yeah, I'm Paul. I'm not Chad. I am Paul. Chad is in Las Vegas. Let's see. Eno 28. Some Brian Eno's at $28 with There Goes Mark. Spyro Gyra, City Kids, Gold Stamp promo, $9.99. $9.99 on Spyro Gyra. Van Morrison, TB Sheets. Van Morrison is $34.99. $34.99 on that. Brian Eno got a new bid of $28 with There Goes Mark. There Goes Mark has Brian Eno for $28. And that means that James Allen is out. James Allen. And then now James Allen's back in at 35 on Brian Eno. Let's see. Elvis Costello. Nice to hear you. Cool. Appreciate it. I fill in for Chad whenever he goes to a football game or goes out of town or just can't host a sale for any reason. I feel like this year I've actually hosted quite a bit, which is odd. It has to at least be like 30 times or something, maybe. I think we talked on the phone today. You might have talked with Tanner. I don't think I talked with too many people today. Like I talked to a couple people on my cell phone about collections and stuff, but if you called the store today, there's a good chance that you might have talked with Tanner. Might have talked with him. There Goes Mark. Said out on Eno. Thanks for letting me know. I'm not Chad. Prove it. Let's hear you say Fanger. Fanger. See, I'm not Chad. I know how to say Fanger. What's the title of Spyro Gyro? Or Spyro Gyro? That's City Kids. City Kids. Troy Robinson. City Kids. Also, Troy, I hope you were watching at the beginning. I know you were watching at the very beginning, but hopefully you saw where I showed those like some of the records that you had specially ordered or asked us to get. Did get that. If that's TB Sheets, how much? It was TB Sheets. It is $34.99. Steve Worley, no condition notes on the vinyl either. $34.99. Really nice looking copy on Bang. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice one, man. It's a nice copy. Nice copy of TB Sheets. Has a cold and grew his hair overnight, and he got a couple tattoos too. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, man, the Overkill. Shoot, Dave, I really shouldn't read you the info. I made that a final call like way too long ago. It is an original from 1985, EX condition, original inner sleeve. It's at 55. I should have sold it probably 2 or 3 minutes ago, and I got caught up with other stuff. But Jeff Brindley, if you get outbid, please don't come shoot me. I know I should have sold that to you already by now because you bid right when I put it up. I said final call a long time ago. Dave's Dreamer, it's up to you. If you say pass, I am definitely selling that to Jeff Brindley immediately. Immediately. Let's see, Spiral Gyro 7. I'll do it. This is sold to Troy Robinson for $7. Thank you. And then we have Fleetwood Mac Tusk. Fleetwood Mac Tusk is $36.99. No condition notes on that either. Billy Squire, The Tale of the Tape. That's $19.99. I feel like I don't see that one as often. Give it to him. Yeah, cool. I appreciate you I appreciate you passing on that and letting me sell it because I feel like it is rightfully his, and it's my fault that someone else even got another chance on that. Drinking blue juice? No, I'm not. I should be, maybe. I think they're closed, but yeah, it's 8:41. They're definitely closed. I can't get any blue juice. Overkill is sold to Jeff Brindley for $55. And Brian Eno's a final call. I think I already made it a final call maybe, but I'm going to give it just a few more moments before I do actually sell it. But Overkill is sold to Jeff Brindley for $55. I'll take 30 on TB Sheets. I will. That's a very fair offer. This is sold to Steve Worley for $30. I have not auctioned Randy Travis yet. I have not auctioned that one yet. Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Let's see. Yep. Special T. I wish. Let's see. We got like, what, 2 more in here? Kansas Leftoverture. VG copy, $9.99. I don't know how that ended up in this crate. These have all been non-check condition. Then we have Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. That's a UK copy, $34.99. $34.99 on Nazareth, Hair of the Dog on the NEMS label. Cool. All right. Brian Eno is sold. That's a great album. Brian Eno is sold. I think it was $35. Let me make sure. Yep, $35 to James Allen 2274. This is sold. I didn't realize that that Betty Davis record was on Island. I don't know what label I thought it was on, but I didn't think Nasty Gal by Betty Davis was on the Island label. But it is. They say it is. It is. Cool. That's a great album too. There's so much good stuff on the Island label for sure. This is sold to James Allison for $35. Thank you very much. And let's see. TBI Music Room was first on Kansas, so that is sold to TBI Music Room, but I will sell Nazareth to El Snappy Tan. El Snappy Tan got Nazareth. Thank you very much. And time to put up a couple more auctions. Let's put up a couple more auctions. Someone asked about In Excess. That was one. And then John Coltrane. I think someone asked about that a long time ago. So let's go ahead and put up this In Excess and John Coltrane. All right. In Excess, this one is called X. In Excess X. It's a 1990 US original copy. In Excess from 1990. There's the original inner sleeve that goes with it. It's in EX condition. Lots of X's going around with this album. In Excess X in the EX condition. $35 start. $35 start on In Excess. $35 start on that. And let's go ahead and put up this John Coltrane. This one was actually in my crate for a while. I was contemplating it, and I think I checked my Discogs. I was like, man, I already have it. So I think I have a stereo copy. Maybe, I don't know, this one's in mono. It's a club copy from 1967 in mono. It's in VG Plus condition. Definitely, I mean, it's a pretty strong VG Plus too. It's nice. So VG Plus Plus or EX minus, if you believe in that kind of thing. This is going to be a $25 start. $25 start on John Coltrane, and Kristen Barnett has In Excess for $35. That's going once, going twice. We're looking for a $25 start on John Coltrane. Let me mute my mic for 1 second. All right, I'm back. El Snappy Tan is bidding on John Coltrane. That's at 25 with El Snappy Tan. And now it's at 27. Now it's at 30. So Audio Explorer was first to bid 30. This is with TBI or Audio Explorer at $30. Going once, going twice. In Excess is now at 42, right? Yeah, it's at $42 with Kristen Barnett. Kristen Barnett has that for $42. That means Shannon Maseka, you've been outbid. And yeah, I'm going to recap this crate. If there's anything in here that you want to know the price of or make an offer on, just let me know. In Excess is now at 50, so we're at 50 and 30. 50, 30, both are going once, going twice. Now it's at 35. This is at 35 with Audio Explorer. MFSB, Love is the Message. I think someone asked about that. I may have countered an offer. Yeah, I think I countered an offer and maybe they said no. Aretha, that's still available. There's that Bruce Springsteen 4-track, 12-inch. Paul Simon, Graceland. Bill Withers, still available. That's getting tougher to find and high grade. This is a really nice copy. Osibisa, Heads. The Who, Who's Next? Blondie, Auto American, The Blasters, Charlie Daniels Band, Midnight Wind, Jefferson Starship Earth, Stanley Steamer. This was Godly and Cream, I think. And then Mongo Santa Maria, The Drifters, Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits, Billy Joel, The Nylon Curtain, Bruce Springsteen, Tunnel of Love, David Bowie Live, still available. Jesse Coulter, UK import. Jerry Jeff, Contrary to Ordinary. Lucas Hempt, the Bill Withers is $44.99. It's an ARP pressing, I believe. Yeah, $44.99 ARP press. No condition notes on the vinyl. The jacket is like, I think you could get away with saying VG Plus on it. It does have this one little mark here, just some moderate or like light to moderate shelf wear. The spine looks nice. It's a pretty dang nice copy. Let's see, Space Orca, Kelly Wlodarczyk on Graceland. Going to Graceland. Where is it? Right here. That is sold to Kelly Wlodarczyk. In Excess has a high bid of 80 with Shannon Maseka. And John Coltrane has a high bid of 42 with Audio Explorer over on YouTube. Audio Explorer has that for 42. That's the high bid, going once, going twice. And Lucas Hempt, I know the kind of stuff you like. I don't know if you were watching earlier when I put this up. This didn't get a bid. It's like borderline VG Plus, but it's an original from '69. It's Lee Hazelwood and Ann Margaret, the cowboy and the lady. If you need this, it's a $20 buy it now. If you want that, it is a $20 buy it now. I didn't get a bid. I got an offer for $15. I wasn't ready to do any kind of discount on it at the time. But if you want that for 20, just let me know. Let's see what else. I'll take it. Cool. Yeah, I saw your name pop up, and I was like, I know he likes Lee Hazelwood. This is sold to Lucas Hampt for $20. Thank you very much. And NXS is at 105. Shannon Maseka has NXS for 105. Now it's at 115. John Coltrane has a high bid of 47. Actually, Lucas, you weren't saying you'll take the Bill Withers, right? If you want that, you can also have that one. But let me know. That was $44.99 though. And then Rush Fly By Night. This is a reissue for $36.99. $36.99 on Rush Fly By Night. $36.99 on that. John Coltrane's at 47. It's talking about Lee. Okay, I thought so. I was just making sure. So you're gonna hold off on the Bill Withers then. NXS is at 140. And are there any other offers or claims? Nope. Caught up. Let's keep going through. Mike and the Mechanics, Jefferson Starship, Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose, Billy Squire, Emotions in Motion, Robert Palmer, Clues, Alvin Lee and 10 Years Later, Rocket Fuel, John Waite, Ignition, Paul Simon, Still Crazy After All These Years, Simon and Garfunkel, Bookends, still available with the poster. And let's see, John Coltrane is at $49 with Audio Explorer over on YouTube. That's at $49 with Audio Explorer. Everyone else is out. NXS just hit $180. It's at $180. And let's see, Danny, you offered $15 on the Lee Hazelwood earlier, right? He just bought it for $20. I don't think I heard anything back from you about wanting to get it for $20. And that was at least an hour ago. Let's see. So I just sold it for the buy it now price. Let's see, 200 and then 220. Let's see, Paul McCartney, Press to Play, ELO's Greatest Hits, and then Fleetwood Mac, Tusk, and Billy Squire, The Tale of the Tape. If anyone wants anything out of here, or if you want to make an offer on anything, just let me know. So let me know. The hype in NXS is now at 220. Shannon said out. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to make both of these a final call. So final call on NXS, that's at $220. And final call on John Coltrane. The high bid on that is $49 with Audio Explorer over on YouTube. Final call on both of those. All right. Gonna get this out of the way. All right. Let's see. I think I need to mix it up and put some new vinyl up or something. Nobody seems to want any vintage records tonight. Let's see. Let's put this up. All right. All right. And I'm going to show like 2 more records and then I'm selling both auctions. I don't know what's in this crate at all. It feels like some like audiophile type stuff. Probably some jazz in here. Let's find out. Lee Morgan, Infinity. It's a Tone Poet release, $34.99. Lee Morgan with Jackie McLean, Larry Willis, Reggie Workman, and Billy Higgins. $34.99 on that. Sonny Stitt, Blows the Blues. That is an acoustic sound series audiophile pressing, $34.99 on Sonny Stitt. And I'm going to go ahead and sell both of these auctions. John Coltrane is sold to Audio Explorer over on YouTube for $49. That's sold for $49 to Audio Explorer. $49 to Audio Explorer. And then NXS is sold to Travis Woods for $220. That was an original 1990 US pressing. We don't get originals of that one very often at all. Thank you very much. It's sold to you for $220. Get this put back together. And there's the post-it note for that. Thank you. Lee Morgan. Great album there. Man, Lee Morgan's awesome. That's sold to Ryan Mustaine. Thank you, Ryan. That's sold to you. And let's put these two up. Let's do a little bit of punk action. Side-by-side punk. The Ramones, Subterranean Jungle. Ramones, Subterranean Jungle. There's the jacket. There's the original inner sleeve. And the vinyl itself, VG Plus. It's a nice looking VG Plus too. Not bad at all. Yeah, 1983 US Jacksonville Press. $30 start. $30 start on the Ramones. $30 start on that. And let's put up some Gang of Four. We don't really get the Gang of Four releases too often. Gang of Four, this is at the Palace. Gang of Four at the Palace. Cool. Is this live? I actually just saw them, I think earlier this year. I think it was this year. It's like their final tour. It was awesome. They were great. Still got the original singer and everything, and he was like, he had more energy as like a 60 or 65-year-old than most newer artists that I've seen live. This is a 1984 Canadian original pressing, $25 start. $25 start on Gang of Four. $25 start on that. All right. So the Ramones is at 31 with El Snappy Tan, and we're looking for a $25 start on Gang of Four. I fell asleep as this crate sticker price. Yeah, I decided to mix it up with a crate of new vinyl over here at TBI Music Room. We're in a crate of new vinyl. These are all sticker price. So we still have Sunny Stitt. Cyclone Doug bid 25 on Gang of Four. Etta James Rocks the House on blue vinyl, new and sealed, $29.99. Very cool. The originals of that one are very tough to get. $29.99 on that. Got 3 copies on blue vinyl. John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman. Great album. Acoustic Sound Series, new and sealed, $34.99. $34.99 on that. Well, yeah, it wasn't just his voice, but just his, I mean, he was sprinting around on stage for like the entire show. And they did have like an intermission, and when they came back out, he was just smashing a microwave with a bat. Just keeping time. And then they sold the microwave at the end of the show. It was awesome. But yeah, John Coltrane, Johnny Hartman, still available. Phil Collins, Face Value, audiophile remaster, $33.99. System of a Down, steal this album. You can steal it for $33.99. Let's see, Paho. It was when I saw that, it was this dude. It was in some Washington D.C. bands. I can't remember his name. I hadn't heard of him at the time, but some people were like, "Oh yeah, he's like kind of a big deal in the D.C. scene." But I can't remember. It wasn't Paho, I don't think. I might be wrong, but Etta James is sold to El Snappy Tan. That is sold to El Snappy Tan. Thank you very much. And my friend bought it. He wanted it more than I did. He was actually the one that like told me that the show was happening and stuff. And he's like, "I want the microwave." I was like, "Yeah, that's you. That's all you." If he didn't want it, I probably would have gotten it. But yeah, my buddy that I went to the show with ended up snagging it. The Ramones is at 31 with El Snappy Tan. That's going twice, going 3 times. Gang of Four has a new bid of 40 with Cyclone Doug. That's at 40, or I didn't mean to say 40. I meant to say 30. I don't know what came out of my mouth, but that's at 30 with Cyclone Doug. And Etta James sold. All right. Let's keep going. System of a Down still available. Jonathan Davis from Korn, Black Labyrinth, new and sealed, $39.99. Metallica The Black Album, remastered, new and sealed, $34.99 on Metallica The Black Album. Metallica Garage Inc., new and sealed, $59.99. TSOL Live 91 on orange vinyl, $29.99. Yeah, it was so loud. when he, I mean, he had like, yeah, an aluminum bat just smashing the microwave. All I could think about or wonder is like, do they, when they're on tour, do they stock up on a bunch of microwaves, or do they go to a like thrift store at every town that they go to and just find a microwave that they can smash? But let's see. What press is the Ramones? The Ramones is a 1983 Jacksonville pressing with the original inner sleeve VG Plus condition. And it's a final call. That's at $31. Final call on the Ramones. Gang of Four is at 30. That's going twice, going three times. Going twice, going three times on Gang of Four. Thank you, John Stevens, for letting me know that you're out on that. Next in the crate, Miles Davis Milestones. Original master recording, new and sealed, $44.99. Bill Evans, Undercurrents. This is a phenomenal album, $34.99. It's also a MoFi pressing, numbered. Man. Yeah. $34.99 for a new MoFi pressing seems dirt cheap. $34.99 on that one. Does it say the source is on this? Analog console, and then lathe. Yeah, I mean, that's true analog too. Sweet. Miles Davis sold to TBI Music Room. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and say, I don't know if I already did, but final call on both auctions. Ramones is at 31, final call. Gang of Four is at 30, and that is a final call as well. Another Bill Evans. Man, this is... It's hard to pick just one, but for a long time I said this was my favorite Miles Davis record. In a Silent Way, $44.99. $44.99. Yeah, this one does have a DSD step in it, but mostly analog. But this one does have DSD. $44.99. I don't think this one said anything about DSD. No, it's just, yeah, 1/4 inch. 15 inches per second, Dolby A analog copy to analog console to lathe. Yeah, this one's like pure analog. This one does have a DSD step in there, but still mostly analog. But at least they're being more transparent about the processes these days. This one is sold to TBI Music Room as well. I do have another copy though, if anyone wants it. If anyone wants another copy, man, that's a great album. I have a MoFi copy of that and an original, I think. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. That doesn't matter. No one cares. Doors, LA Woman, analog production, QRP pressing, new and sealed, $59.99. These things sound incredible too. $59.99 on that. Which is better? Between the original press and the MoFi press, that's a good question. I would have to A-B them, like listen to them both back to back. I would have to listen to them back to back, but El Snappy Tan, you are going to get the Ramones uncontested, I believe, for $31. Gotta have the Miles. Yeah, get that Miles Davis. Gotta have them all. I mean, he put out so many albums and didn't really miss. I mean, maybe some of the stuff in like the 80s, but I just don't think too many people want to hear about like, oh, I've got this on vinyl. Doesn't matter. Ramones sold to El Snappy Tan for 31, and then Gang of Four sold for 30 to Cyclone Doug. Cyclone Doug gets Gang of Four for $30. Sweet. Man, now we just need to find a copy of Entertainment. I think there was a reissue of Entertainment. I wonder if there was an original copy of Solid Gold in this collection, though. Solid Gold and Entertainment, man, those are some good records. Good listening. That is sold to Cyclone Doug for $30. Thank you very much. Let's see, just making sure. Did I pull the Bill Evans? I saw the Bill Evans comment. No, I need to pull Bill Evans for, where was it? Audio Explorer, right? Audio Explorer. Let me make sure I'm getting the lower number one here. 14138. Two numbers lower there. That's sold to Audio Explorer. Sorry about the, delay there. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything else. El Snappy Tan, you want Miles, excuse me, I almost mispronounced his name. Mild David. Do you want this Mild David too? El Snappy Tan, just say sold if you want this in a silent way. Just let me know. Just let me know if that's the one you want. More about how it's... Yeah, I agree, Patrick. I agree. I remember people losing their mind when they found out that there were like some digital steps involved in the MoFi thing, but it's like, man, nobody was complaining or like audiophiles and stuff. Like no one was saying anything about how they thought it was digital or anything until it came out, and then they were like, oh my god. It's like, man, you didn't even know. You didn't even know it was digital or had a digital step. That's sold. That is sold to El Snappy Tan as well. I think I'm caught up. On everything. Yeah, cool. Let's get 2 more auctions up. Let's get 2 more auctions going. Wham! Wham! Music from the Edge of Heaven. Oh yeah, Last Christmas is on this album. Nice. This is like this to me looks like a top copy. I think this might be a top copy alert of Wham! Music from the Edge of Heaven. It's in shrink with hype sticker. Looks real nice. There's the original inner sleeve. It's also an insert. Cool. Original inner sleeve and insert. No condition notes on the vinyl. Yeah, this is a real nice copy. It's going to be a $35 start. $35 start on Wham! $35 start on Wham! The new reissue of Kind of Blue with a corrected speed sounds really good. Yeah, I bet. I need to get a really nice copy of Kind of Blue. I think I have probably, I don't know, I have like maybe 15 or 20 Mild David records in my collection. And I don't think I have a single copy of Kind of Blue because I'm just waiting for the right copy. I want to get like a promo or something real snazzy. Let me get something real nice. This is Al Green, Let's Stay Together. Al Green, Let's Stay Together. And this is a really nice copy too. That's why we're putting it up for auction, because these are usually rough. Usually pretty bad. But this is a 1972 U.S. audio manufacturing OG with the company inner sleeve too. EX condition. Yeah, it's like EX, maybe EX plus. It's a top high grade for sure. Really nice. $35 start. Fantastic record too. Essential Soul right here. Al Green, man. It's great. $35 start on that, and $35 start on Wham as well. You're going to get the 10 LP Mild David complete live at the Plug Nickel when it comes. Maybe. I didn't even know about it, but now I do, and I do like me some live Mild David. I was listening to Agartha like maybe a week ago or something. I was like, man, I hadn't listened to it in a long time. It is fantastic. I always thought that Live Evil might be my favorite live Miles Davis record, but man, Agartha is good. But yeah, Doors, LA Woman, QRP. So I got 2 of those. And here's another Mild David. This one's Roundabout Midnight. That's a MoFi pressing. $44.99. $44.99 on Roundabout Midnight. And then Buckingham Nicks. We sold well, not an original, but a vintage copy earlier. This is the Rhino release. $39.99. Preset Optimal Media, heavyweight gatefold jacket. Liner notes. Cool. Nice. Yeah, $39.99 on that. 2 of those available. Elvis Presley, Loving You. That's a music on vinyl pressing. Let's see. Numbered yellow vinyl, $44.99. Numbered yellow vinyl, $44.99. Yeah, Agartha, man, it was good. Agartha is great. I had not listened to that in a while, and it blew my socks off. I have 4 white label promos of Mild David success on Columbia right around Kind of Blue. All came from the same collection. Yeah, that's how you have to find them. Usually when there's one promo, there's a ton of them. Yeah, man, let me know if you find any other promos of some Mild David, or really anything that I'm interested. I love getting promo copies of anything. I feel like that's like the ultimate upgrade. If you can find a near mint promo of like anything, it's the best. Roundabout Audio Explorer on Roundabout Midnight. That is sold. Yeah, mono promo. That's yeah, it's the good stuff. I don't think we've gotten a single bid on either of these auctions, and it's kind of sad. Going twice, going three times in both of these. We're looking for a $35 start on Wham and a $35 start on Al Green. Someone's going to snipe them at the end. I know it. Elvis Presley, we got 3 of those. And hey, I mean, TBI Music Room, if you don't want to buy it now, I think that was the last copy of Roundabout Midnight. So if you want to get on a waiting list, we can get you on a waiting list, and it probably won't show up till next week, so you won't have to pay for that one until the week after. Let's see, Edward Rauch. Edward Rauch. This is, yeah, music on vinyl. Let me see what it says. Yeah, Elvis soundtrack for his first major starring role featuring new tunes, covers, and lesser-known songs. This is a music on vinyl release. It's limited. This particular version is limited to 1,500 copies. They're all numbered, and they're on yellow vinyl. They're new, and they're $44.99. $44.99 on Elvis. Mad Season. New and sealed copy for $39.99. $39.99 for Mad Season. I think we had an original of this not too long. I mean, maybe it's been a few months, but it wasn't terribly long ago. Mad Season. And final call on both auctions. Wham, Al Green, both looking for $35 starts. Final call on both of those. Mushroom Head, Call the Devil. It's sealed. It's in a new vinyl crate, but this is actually something that I priced. $34.99 on Mushroom Head, Call the Devil, red vinyl. If you want that one could be buy now or best offer. Edward Rauch said, I'll take one. Okay, cool. Let me grab you one of these, Elvis. I'll get you the lowest number one, 237, 238, and 235. So I'll get you a 235. That one was this. Yeah, that's this one right here. That's sold to Edward Rauch. Edward, have you bought from us before? I just want to make sure that you're a returning customer. If not, there's like a new buyer form that we'll need you to fill out. There's that Mushroom Head. What else is in here? I feel like there's like some Hatchet Ed leftovers in here. This is Selma Songs, $29.99 from 2020. And Laura Loves Björk. 3 stars on that one. And this is Jerry Rafferty, City to City. Looks like we accepted like a half off offer on this for $9. If anyone wants City to City for $9. Does have some writing on the guitar up here, but yeah, $9 on that. Yes, okay, I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. Bathory, Hammerheart. Looks like we sold this for $29.99, or maybe we're trying to. Bathory, Hammerheart. I mean, that's $15 off. $29.99 on Bathory. Wham is a buy it now for $35. If anyone wants Wham, $35 buy it now. Top copy. Very nice. $35 buy it now on that with the original inner sleeve and the insert. Wouldn't happen to have a Traveler album. Traveler. Why does that sound familiar? Are you talking about Chris Stapleton? Traveler. Or is that the band? Is Traveler the band that you're looking for, Jared? Let me know on that. When he said Traveler, I feel like there is a band that I'm aware of out there called Traveler, but I'm just not placing it right now. Yeah, Wham, $35 buy it now. And then Al Green is also a $35 buy it now. Very nice copy if anyone wants it. Yeah, super nice. $35 buy it now on Al Green. Let me get this put back together. The band Traveler, man, I don't think so. Not that I know of, at least. Joel Castillo's going to get the Al Green. Very nice copy. This is sold to Joel Castillo. Thank you, Joel. That's sold to you. Traveler. Man, why is that? It's like ringing a bell, but I can't place it. And I don't know if we have any in stock or not. I am not sure. What is City to City? City to City, Danny, was it's a vintage copy. It looks like it was in a half price crate, or half off crate. But yeah, it's got a post-it note for $9 on it. $9 if you want it. Looks like an original. It doesn't have any condition notes or anything on it either. Let's put up a couple more auctions. Let's do these two. Yeah, it does look like a Hatchet Egg crate. Was there a Merciful Fate tonight? Yeah, you missed it, MT Matt. It was a VG copy, VG early repress. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Exodus. There's the jacket with some very light ring wear on the bottom there. There's the original inner sleeve. It's a 1986 US reissue. It's in VG condition. This is going to be a $10 start. It's a $10 start on Bob Marley. Danzig did sell. Yep, that has already gone up and sold. And also going up next to Bob Marley is going to be Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. The Message. Classic, essential hip-hop on the Sugar Hill label. It does have a bit of a mark right there. I'm trying to show it to you kind of in this area. If you can see that. It's got a scuff. It's not feelable, but we are grading it VG minus pretty much because of that mark. I think without that, it would be pretty dang close to VG plus. But this is from 1982. 1982 US OG VG minus condition, $10 start. Jerry Rafferty, man, you definitely know some of this stuff. Yeah, you know Baker Street for sure. It's AOR, maybe, like adult-oriented rock. It's rock. When did this come out? Like early 80s, late 70s? 77, yeah. It's a good record. I mean, you should definitely... I mean, if you like rock and classic rock kind of stuff, you would definitely dig it. Yeah, you definitely know that Baker Street song. Yeah, he was in Steeler Wheel too. Yeah. Let's see. Bob Marley looking for a $10 start, and Grandmaster Flash also looking for a $10 start. Was sold U2 War. I don't think so. I think that's also in... Yeah, I've still got just a few more auctions sitting over here that I have not gotten to yet. Yeah, Stuck in the Middle with You. Yeah, I can't hear that song without thinking of is it Rain? Not Rain. What was that movie? The first Quentin Tarantino movie. Why am I blanking on that? Oh, what is the Reservoir? Man, my brain kept saying Rain Dogs, and I was like, that's a Tom Waits record. Reservoir Dogs. Thank you. It's a great album, or great movie. Whatever. Records. Let's get back into it. Yeah, Jerry Rafferty. Yeah. Faith No More, live, Hollywood, November 1990. That is $44.99. $44.99. Black Sabbath, We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll. That's on green vinyl. New and sealed, $38.99. Sold Reservoir Dogs. Chad Smith, I just want to make sure. So that song is not on this album, but he was in the band that did that song that's in that movie. I don't have a Reservoir Dogs soundtrack over here. I'm not sure if that's what you're hoping. I just want to make sure that you're not, not buying or claiming something that is something that you weren't sure about or thought it was something and it's not that. Let's see. Going twice, going three times on both of these. Looking for a $10 start, going twice, going three times. All right, good night. Audio Explorer, sold Steelers Wheel. Is that a claim? The first Steelers Wheel album has Stuck in the Middle. Yeah, That's what I'm trying to explain. It's not on here. This guy was in that band. I don't know what's happening. Who wants it? Anyone? No claim can erase that first. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Steelers wheel. Reservoir Dogs, I could not think of for some reason because I kept thinking of Rain Dogs. Bob Marley is at $10 with MK Lane over on Twitch. That's going once, going twice. That is the starting bid, so you got it right. That's with you for $10. BK Lane or MK Lane, sorry. The same way I thought I hated all Prague because I hated man. There's so much good. Well, you know that Spiky McVeigh. Now that I see your name, I'm like, yeah, you know Prague. You like it. You like Prague. I know it. Canterbury stuff, especially. Dolly did go up already. Yes. McLean. Okay, cool. McLean. I'll try to remember that. And now Grandmaster Flash has a bid of 10. So they're both going. Both auctions are gonna sell. They're getting bids for $10 and $10. $10 and $10. So I don't know if anyone actually wants this or not. It's $9. But next in the crate, America Holiday Harmony. Cool. Christmas album by America on gold vinyl, new and sealed, $29.99 on that. Faith No More album of the year. That's new and sealed for $59.99. Neil Young with Crazy Horse. Everybody knows this is nowhere. This feels and looks like a import. Yeah, German reissue. $34.99. $34.99. Does have green written on the label, but man, you know it's going to sound good. German import. $34.99 for Neil Young. And then Dangerous Toys. Vitamins and Crash Helmets Live. And that's on crystal blue vinyl, new and sealed, $38.99. Looks like there's a 10-inch in here. Yeah, REM, Radio Free Europe 2025. It's a 10-inch orange vinyl EP. Contains 2 previously unreleased remixes. That is $24.99. $24.99 on that. Man, I feel like every crate that I've gone through tonight has taken forever. It's probably partially because I'm rusty. Also, lots of comments tonight. Bob Marley's at 11, and Final Call on Grandmaster Flash. That's at $10 with Chad Smith. Final Call on Grandmaster Flash. Bob Marley's now at 15 with McLean, and Kevin Chapman, you've been outbid. So this is at $15 with McLean, 777, and Final Call on Grandmaster. Now Grandmaster Flash is at 15. So McLean has both auctions for $15. They're both going once, going twice. All right. Let me recap this crate very quickly. If you need, I'm just going to read the artists and titles. If you need prices or anything, just let me know. Sonny Stitt, Blows the Blues. Etta James, Rocks the House. We got 2 of those. John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman. We got 2 of those. Grandmaster Flash. We graded VG minus. It has 1 scuff on it that's kind of big, but you can't feel it or anything. I feel like it would play fine. It should play well. Or, I don't think that scuff is going to cause any skips or like loud pops, nothing like that. Yeah, Ryan, congrats on becoming a father. Get some sleep while you still can. And Bob Marley is now at 16 with Kevin Chapman. And both auctions are getting bids. They're getting bids. Phil Collins, Face Value, that's a remaster. System of a Down, Steal This Album. Jonathan Davis, Black Labyrinth. Metallica, the Black Album remaster. Metallica, Garage Inc., TSOL, still available. Bill Evans, Undercurrent, we got 1 copy left. The Doors, L.A. Woman. Buckingham Nicks, Elvis Presley, Loving You. We've got 2 copies of that remaining. Mad Season reissue still available. Mushroom Head still available. Björk, Bathory, Hammerheart, Bathory. I mean, it's marked down $15. It was $44.99. Now it's $29.99. And Grandmaster Flash out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sell Grandmaster Flash, I think, right? Yeah, we haven't had a bid on that in a while. This is sold to McLean 777. I'm assuming you've bought from us before. McLean 777, just confirm with me that you have. I think we've gotten quite a few newer customers within the past couple weeks, and I haven't hosted a sale in a while, so I'm seeing some new names, or new to me, at least. I just want to make sure that you've bought from us before, but this is sold to you. Oh, you're Andy Lane. Okay, cool. Thank you. That's sold to Andy Lane. Appreciate it. I just don't know if I've seen you on Twitch much. Let's see, what should I put up next? Someone asked about U2, so let's go ahead and put up U2. U2 War. This is a 1983 U.S. specialty original pressing. Jacket's super nice. Very nice jacket. It's got the original inner sleeve. Really? Where is it? It doesn't have the original inner sleeve, does it? Unless I'm missing something. No. EX condition. EX condition on the vinyl. Like, at worst, EX. It's a very nice looking copy. U2 War is going to be a $15 start. $15 start on U2 War. I had to switch to Twitch so I can win. Bo Diddley. Yes, Bo Diddley has already sold. That has already sold. Let's see. Oh, wow. So you had kids that are going to have their birthday 2 days apart. Is that right? Whew. And then Christmas. Man, yeah, December's going to be crazy. Is the crate best offer? No. Maybe on a couple things here at the end. I mean, this is a crate of new vinyl that I think somehow accidentally got merged a little bit with a Hatchet Ed crate. So like this mushroom head, I would mark down a little bit. That's $34.99. This Bjork, I think this was from July, so I could mark, or, take an offer on that. That was $29.99. Bathory has already been marked down $15. But then everything else in here, I think, it should be sticker price. Faith No More Live, Hollywood, November 1990. That's $44.99. Black Sabbath on green vinyl, $38.99. This Jerry Rafferty City the City is half price. It was marked $17.99. Now it's $9. And then America Holiday Harmony, $29.99. Faith No More Album of the Year is $59.99. And then Neil Young, everybody knows This Is Nowhere. That's a German copy. And then Dangerous Toys, Vitamins and Crash Helmets live on blue vinyl. And then REM, Paul Cruz on Faith. I think there were two, right? Were there two Faith No More records? Which one of these do you want, Paul Cruz? Or if you want both, that's cool too. I'll sell them both to you. Just let me know. U2 has a bid of $15 with Scott Dyer, so that's at $15 with Scott Dyer. Bob Marley, I think I need to go ahead and sell to Andy Lane as well. Yeah, Andy Lane, you're going to get this Bob Marley as well. And this is sold to you for $18. This is sold to Andy Lane for $18. That is sold for $18 to Andy Lane. Thank you very much. U216. U216. That is GTO Cheryl. Let's see. I think that's the wrong one. No, that's the right one. That is sold to Andy Lane for $18. Thank you very much. But yeah, Paul Cruz, let me know which Faith No More you want. There's Live, Hollywood, November 1990, and then Album of the Year. Let me know if you want, just one of these, or if you want both. Just let me know. I'm new. I did fill out the form. Cool. Yeah, as long as you filled out the form, then you're good to go. Scott Dyer, thank you very much. There should be some kind of, I know this stuff's been like, where is it? Yeah, I don't even know if I can hardly get my finger down that low. This little thing that's scrolling down, I think, kind of gives you some instructions and all that. So maybe it says something about invoices going out on Mondays. But yeah, you'll be invoiced on Monday through email. Paul Cruz said the Live one. So Live Hollywood, November 1990, that is sold to Paul Cruz. If anybody wants Album of the Year by Faith No More, that is still available as well. And then we've got Neil Young. Everybody knows This Is Nowhere. Scott Dare, I know what you're bidding on, but if you could put U2 and then 17, just so everyone else watching knows what you're bidding on. Also, if I put up another auction, it could get confusing. You know, if people aren't putting like U2 or RT or something for Randy Travis to let people know what they're bidding on, it can get confusing if they're around the same price and all that, especially. But this is Randy Travis, Always and Forever. This is a 1987 US OG. It's a club copy. There is a note that says cover damage. Yeah, a bit of cover damage here on the bottom. Looks like it got stuck to something maybe. But there's the jacket and the original inner sleeve. And no condition notes on the vinyl, though. This is a clean record. It's going to be a $15 start. $15 start on Randy Travis. Let's see, what's the tattoo on your right arm? It's referred to as an F hole. It's on, like, you know, hollow body instruments like a cello, guitar, violin, stuff like that. It's just simply called an F hole, which is not nearly as crass as you might think. Let's see, U2 is at 22 with Scott Dyer. This is Dangerous Toys, Vitamins. Yeah, I think I already showed them in the REM. Yeah, if anyone wants anything else, let me know. Rafferty. Let me pull the Jerry Rafferty, unless I already did. Where is it? I saw the comment. Yeah, Jerry Rafferty is sold to Pam Murray. Thank you, Pam. That is sold to you for $9. That's sold to you for $9. Randy Travis is at 20 with James Hicks. Going once, going twice. And U2 is at 22 with Scott Dyer. That's going twice, going 3 times. If anyone wants anything else out of this crate, just let me know. I'm going to move this crate right over here. And let's get another John crate. This is the last new arrival crate of the night, but let me scan through and just make sure there's nothing crazy in here. Is there anything crazy? So far, no, but there is good stuff for sure. Let's see. Oh, cool. All right. There's a couple things in here that I might normally pull out for auction, but I'm not going to do it. Not doing it right now. This is another check condition crate. Check condition crate. Final call on U2. U2 is at $22. Final call on that. And Randy Travis is going twice, going 3 times. That's at $20. Let's go through this new arrival crate from John. These are check conditions, so they're going to be sticker price. Sticker price, no more, no less on these. Got Van Morrison Tupelo Honey. It's a VG copy, $14.99. This is Billy Squier, Signs of Life. Billy Squier is VG Plus, $14.99. U2 is EX copy. It's an original from 1983. EX specialty pressing. And yeah, the high bid is $22. It is on a final call, Mitch. So if you want to bid, I would do it quickly. Randy Travis is a final call. It's at $20 with James Hicks. So they're both on a final call now. Stampeders, Sweet City Woman. That's VG Plus, $14.99. Mitch T did bid on U2. So U2 is now at 23. Scott Dyer over on YouTube. Let me know if you want to get back in on that. You've been outbid. It's at 23. Next, Squeeze, Cool for Cats. Squeeze is EX, $22.99. Alice Cooper, Easy Action on the straight label. VG Plus, $24.99. Let's see which label it's actually on. It is on the green Warner Brothers label, so technically it is a early reissue or repress. It was originally on the straight label from Frank Zappa. VG Plus, $24.99. No problem, Mitch. You asked at right at the right time. But Scott Dyer did say out, so I'm going to make it a final call again because it was just the two of you. U2 is a final call. That's at $23 with Mitch T. And I'm going to go ahead and sell Randy Travis. Condition of Stampeders. The Stampeders was VG Plus. VG Plus, David Johnson, if you want that, it was $14.99. And Randy Travis is sold to James Hicks for $20. James Hicks gets Randy Travis for $20. Let me get this put back together. $20 to James Hicks. Thank you very much. That was this post-it note right here. And let's see. AC Alice Cooper sold to Danny Thomason. Billy Squire. Billy Squire was VG Plus for $14.99. Let me just show like 2 or 3 more records, and then I'm going to sell U2, and then I'll get 2 more auctions up. Got Bruce Springsteen, The River. That's a VG copy, $14.99. These are all sticker price. Check condition crate, sticker price, new arrivals. James Gang, Your Album. This album is pretty dope. This is a good one. VG copy, $9.99. It's kind of heavy. It's got like some moments of like some heavy psych almost. Couple tracks. I like this one a lot. VG, $9.99 on that one. Chicago's got some writing on the cover. Chicago's Greatest Hits, EX, $17.99. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Night Moves, VG copy, $12.99. Sade, Promise, VG copy, $24.99. VG, $24.99. TBI Music Room on James Gang. That is sold to TBI Music Room. IF. What was IF? Paul Cruz. What was IF? Let me know what that. Oh, JG. Oh, James Gang. That's, yeah, just sold that, unfortunately. U2 is sold, though. U2 is sold to Mitch T for $23. This is sold to Mitch T for $23. Let me get this all put back together. All right. It's sold for $23 to Mitch T. Thank you very much. And let's see, how many auctions are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got 4 left. Let's do these 2 together. That makes some sense, I think. Shock Paris, Steel and Starlight. This is a 1987 U.S. Gloversville pressing. It is unfortunately in VG minus condition. No feelers, no feelable marks on it, but it does have heavy scuffing on it. I will say it's not as bad as the De La Soul record that we sold earlier, but it does have a lot of just, you know, wispy, superficial marks on it for sure. This is going to be a $10 start. $10 start on Shock Paris. Sade is sold to Frank. What happened to the end? Frank Galena got Sade. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened to my mouth. And then, let's see, we've also got Judas Priest, Sad Wings of Destiny, and this is a 1980 U.S. reissue. Forget what the original cover was. I think this is like, it's got alternate artwork on the cover of this album on the Ovation label. And this is going to be a $15 start. Judas Priest, Sad Wings of Destiny, 1980 U.S. reissue, VG Plus, $15 start on that. And Shock Paris does have a bid with Paul Cruz at $10, so that's going once, going twice. What's up, Josh? And yeah, Judas Priest looking for a $15 start on that. Let's see what is next. Did the load up show yet? Did the load up show? I'm not sure what you mean, Corey Ross. I wonder if maybe you got auto corrected, or let me know what you're asking there. And let's see, JP, Judas Priest is at 15 with Tom Kelly, I think. I don't know, there's like 5 bids. That'll all get sorted out. Someone will outbid somebody. There's like a 5-way tie right now, I think. 4-way, 5-way tie. Shock Paris is at 15 with Matt Nichols, though. I do see that. So Paul Cruz, you have been outbid on Shock Paris. That's at 15. Autocorrect sucking. It's all good. Corey Ross, let me know what you were asking there. Got the Bird, Sweetheart of the Rodeo. It's a 1968 Pittman pressing. It is in VG condition. $24.99. Stereo, 1968 stereo, VG condition, $24.99. The Birds, Sweetheart of the Rodeo with Graham Parsons. Sweet. $24.99 on that one. That's sold to Chris Baycheck. Wise pickup there. Sammy Hagar, 3-lock box. Sammy Hagar is EX $22.99. Elvis Costello, the best of Elvis Costello and the Attractions. It's a VG copy, $12.99. SP Shock Paris is at 20 with Matt Nichols now. Judas Priest has a high bid of 20 with Tom Kelly. Tom Kelly was the first to bid 20 on Judas Priest. So that's going once, going twice. And now it's at 21 with Paul Cruz. Next, Go-Go's Beauty and the Beat. Great album. VG Plus, $14.99. Good new wave, pop, rock kind of stuff there. Good stuff. Sammy Hagar is sold to Susie Breedlove. Thank you, Susie. That's sold to you. Elvis Costello is sold to TBI Music Room. Thank you. And Judas Priest is at 23 with John E. McPatriot. You were first to bid 23. So Tom Kelly and Paul Cruz, you guys are out on that. Shock Paris is going twice, going 3 times. It's at 20 with Matt Nichols going twice, going 3 times on that. Jerry Jeff, as in Jerry Jeff Walker, Riding High. That is a VG copy, $9.99. And then John Waite, Mask of Smiles. John Waite is VG Plus for $9.99. Neil Young, Comes a Time. It's VG, $14.99. James Gang, Straight Shooter. James Gang is VG Plus, $14.99. Sting, The Dream of the Blue Turtles. EX condition, $22.99. Elton John, London and New York. Elton John, live. VG Plus, $14.99. I think that, I know it's Pickwick, but I think it's a import, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, UK import on Pickwick, VG Plus, $14.99. Paul Cruz on JG. Was that James Gang? Yep, that's sold to Paul Cruz. Thank you. And Judas Priest is at 25 with Tom Kelly. Now it's at 27 with John E. McPatriot. And Shock Paris is a final call. Final call on Shock Paris. That's at $20 with Matt Nichols. Final call on that. Next, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, Say, 12-inch single, VG condition, $9.99 on Say. Todd Rundgren, Wizard, A True Star. I love this record. It's the die cut cover, original VG Plus, $14.99. I always thought, like, if I could pair 2 musicians up to do like a project together, I would have said like Todd Rundgren and Frank Zappa. I think they could have made something super cool together, because they both, do a lot of their own production, or like, kind of do a lot of tape stuff, like innovative tape stuff at the time, like slowing stuff down, speeding stuff up, overdubbings. I don't know. They were wizards. Well, studio wizards, I think. I think that would have been a really cool collaboration. But Todd Rundgren, man, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Vern Gosdin, Never My Love. Vern Gosdin is VG Plus, $9.99. David Polkey on M. Was that for McCartney? David Polkey, let me know what M was for. Let me know what M was. Let's see, JP out. So Judas Priest is at 27 with John E. McPatriot. That's a final call. I think I'd already said final call on that. If not, I'm selling it anyways, because no one's bid on it for a long time. This is sold to Matt Nichols for $20. This is sold to Matt Nichols for $20. Let me get this all put back together here. That's sold for $20 to Matt Nichols. And that was this one here. Paul McCartney. Cool. I just wanted to make sure, David. Thank you for confirming that with me. That's this one right here. That is sold to David Polkey. And yeah, final call on Judas Priest. What's up, Michael Snade? Yeah, final call on that. I'm going to show just a couple more records. If I don't get any more bids, I'm going to sell that. And then I'm going to put up the last 2 auctions of the night. Kansas Mask. Kansas is VG plus $14.99. Jackie Reynolds, this crate is all sticker price. It's a sticker price crate. New arrival, check condition crate from John. This is the real Lenny Bruce. 2 LPs with a poster. VG plus $19.99. VG plus $19.99 with a poster. There's both of the LPs. Where's the poster in the middle? Just want to, anytime there's like, you know, a thing where it's like with poster, and I'm like, man, I don't think I've ever seen that poster. I like to open it up and see what the poster looks like. It's pretty sweet. This is a pretty cool poster. Let's look at the top down view. I'm just curious. Oh yeah, cool. Then yeah, the real Lenny Bruce. Cool beans. All right, so now we gotta get it back together. There we go. Yeah, Lenny Bruce. It was VG plus 2 LPs with the poster. $19.99. $19.99 on Lenny Bruce. You stick this back in here. There's that. Todd Rundgren. Yeah, man, that's a great album. That sold to Susie Breedlove, and then Jackie Reynolds on Elton John. No worries, Jackie. No worries. That sold to you. And Judas Priest is also sold. Judas Priest is sold to John E. McPatriot for $27. Let me get this put back together. Oh, Empty Matt Mage. Your comment showed up right after I said, sold. Derek Clark. Oh yeah, Derek Clark seconds my review of Wizard of True Star. It's wild, man. It's a crazy album. Lenny Bruce is sold to Danny Thomason. Thank you, Danny. That's sold to you. And let me get the last 2 auctions of the night up. Let's put them up. This is, without a doubt, my favorite album by The Who. The Who Sell Out. It's a 1967 U.S. Gloversville pressing. It is stereo. It's in VG condition. It does have a little saw cut, or corner clip, excuse me, on the top right corner there. VG condition. We're just going to do a $10 start. $10 start. Armenia City in the Sky, or as Roger Daltrey says, Armenia City in the Sky. Maybe he had never heard anyone say the word Armenia, but man. And then, of course, I Can See for Miles. Yeah, man, this is a great album. I love the little like radio station interludes between tracks too. But yeah, $10 start on The Who. A lot more psych and garage oriented Who. It's great. And then Nina Simone sings Ellington. Nina Simone sings Duke Ellington. This is a 1979 U.S. reissue. It's in VG condition. It's going to be a $10 start. Not a bad VG though. $10 start on Nina Simone. It's a sticker price crate. Danny Thomason. Sticker price. New check condition. Or new arrival check condition crate. It is sticker price. Cyclone Doug is in on The Who at $15. That's at $15 with Cyclone Doug. We're looking for a $10 start on Nina Simone. Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual in shrink wrap. VG plus $17.99 on Cyndi Lauper. And then Jefferson Starship, Modern Times. VG plus $9.99. The Funkadelic has already sold. I think that was the first auction that I put up tonight. We did a $1 start. It had a weird pressing defect on one of the tracks that causes skips, but it's only on like 1/3 of the second track, but the rest of the record was like VG plus. But yeah, we put that up at the beginning of the show. Wayne Carr. Next, Aerosmith Rocks. Aerosmith Rocks is VG plus $17.99. The James Brown Story, Ain't That a Groove? That's from 1966 to 69. VG plus $14.99. VG plus $14.99. Kevin Chapman is in on Nina Simone at $10. That's going once, going twice. And The Who's going twice, going 3 times. That's at $15 with Cyclone Doug. Next, the Eagles. Eagles Live. VG Plus, $29.99. $29.99 on Eagles Live. Stevie Nicks, The Wild Heart. Stevie Nicks is EX condition, $17.99 on Stevie Nicks. Savoy Brown, A Step Further. Savoy Brown is VG Plus, $14.99. ZZ Top, Eliminator, EX condition, $32.99 on ZZ Top. Spooky Tooth and Pierre Henry, Ceremony, an electronic mass written by Pierre Henry and Gary Wright. VG Plus, $14.99 on Spooky Tooth. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits, Volume 2, VG, $14.99. And then the Stone Ponies, it's old Linda Ronstadt, Evergreen, Volume 2, VG Plus, $24.99 on the Stone Ponies. Definitely some good records in this crate that have not been claimed. Nina Simone is going twice, going 3 times. That's at $10 with Kevin Chapman. And Final Call on The Who. That's at $15. Final call on that. Spooky Tooth. Spooky Tooth is sold to Cyclone Doug over on YouTube. Thank you very much. The cover on that one's awesome. Very cool cover. Let's see. What's the James Brown? Michael Sneed, it's like a compilation. It looks like it was released in the 80s probably. It's a comp from stuff that he did between 66 and 69. VG Plus, $14.99. It's got Bring It Up, Let Yourself Go, Money Won't Change You, Parts 1 and 2. Don't Be a Dropout, Ain't That a Groove, Parts 1 and 2. Get It Together, Part 1. I Can't Stand Myself When You Touch Me. Licking Stick, Parts 1 and 2. I don't know. I don't think I've heard that one. And then Give It Up or Turn It a Loose. And I Don't Want Nobody to Give Me Nothing. Open the door, I'll get it myself. VG Plus, $14.99. Randy Rhoads. Yeah, Randy Rhoads has already sold. These are actually the last 2 auctions of the night. These are the last 2 from the featured auctions. These are the last ones. Nina Simone is at 12 with Chad Smith. Chad Smith has Nina Simone for $12. And I think I said Final Call on The Who. Let me just make sure there wasn't another bid. Nope. Cyclone Doug, man. I feel like you got a really nice deal on that one. It's a great album. The Who. The Who Sell Out is sold to Cyclone Doug for $15. It's sold for $15 to Cyclone Doug. My favorite Who album. Sold. And Nina Simone. Danny Thomason, let me know if you want back in on Nina Simone. And Kevin Chapman, let me know if you want back in as well. It's at $12. Now it's at $13 with Danny Thomason. So Chad Smith and Kevin Chapman, you guys have been outbid on Nina Simone. Just going to recap this crate. Going to read the artists and titles. Just let me know if you need prices and or condition notes on anything. Van Morrison, Tupelo Honey, still available. Billy Squire, Signs of Life. Stampeders, Sweet City Woman. Squeeze, Cool for Cats. Bruce Springsteen, the River. Chicago Greatest Hits. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Night Moves. Go-Go's, Beauty and the Beat. Jerry Jeff Walker, Riding High. Chad Smith is back in on Nina Simone at 15. Danny Thomason and Kevin Chapman, you have both been outbid. Next is John Waite, Mask of Smiles. Neil Young, Comes a Time. Yeah, just $14.99, VG condition, but it's a good record. Sting, The Dream of the Blue Turtles. Vern Gosdin, Never My Love. Kansas Mask. Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. Jefferson Starship, Modern Times. Aerosmith Rocks. Eagles Live. Stevie Nicks, The Wild Heart. Savoy Brown, A Step Further. ZZ Top, Eliminator. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 2. And Linda Ronstadt, The Stone Ponies, Evergreen Volume 2. Nina Simone is at $18 now with Danny Thomason. And Kevin Chapman set out. Thank you, Kevin, for letting me know. Chad Smith, just let me know If you want back in on Nina Simone, that's at 18 with Danny Thomason. Paul Cruz on Neil Young. NY Neil Young. It was kind of towards the back, I believe. Yep, there it is. That is sold to Paul Cruz. Thank you, Paul. That's sold to you. And does anybody else want anything out of this crate? I think after this auction has sold, I'm probably going to take a little break and then I'll come back. I don't know what I'm going to show yet, but I'll show some stuff. I might take like a little half-hour break, or not a half hour, maybe 15 or 20 minutes, something like that. The Nina Simone, Danny, it's a 1979 U.S. reissue. It's in VG condition, and the high bid right now is $20. With Chad Smith, you've been outbid. It's at 20. It's a VG copy, 1979 U.S. reissue. It's up to you. If you say out, I'm going to make it a final call. If you get back in, that's cool too. I'll say going once, going twice. I think the only auction that didn't sell tonight was this Wham! Music from the Edge of Heaven. It's it's a top copy all around. In shrink wrap. It's got some old price tags on it. Hype stickers, all that fun stuff. It's a $35 buy now. It's an OG from 1986. If anyone wants that. Danny Thomason is back in on Nina Simone at 21. Chad Smith, let me know if you want to get back in on it. Peter Haas, sorry, that's Stone Ponies was VG Plus $24.99. VG Plus $24.99 on the Stone Ponies. If you want that, let me know. Nina Simone out. Chad said out. So final call on Nina Simone. That's at $21 with Danny Thomason. Final call on that. And then Peter, let me know if you want the Stone Ponies. All right. About to wrap up for part 1, but I'll be back for part 2, I think. Probably won't go super long in part 2, but I might do like a half-off crate or something like that. Might get a little crazy. A half-off crate. All right. And Peter Haas, I haven't heard back from you about the Stone Ponies. If you pass, that's cool too. Just no, but okay, cool. Yeah, Wham is a $35 buy it now. Travis Woods, it's what I would definitely consider this a top copy. No condition notes on the vinyl. It's in shrink with hype sticker, all that stuff. It's got the there's like an original inner sleeve and an insert with it as well. And Travis Wood said sold. Cool. Thank you, Travis. That is sold to you. And let's see. I'm going to do this Nina Simone. This Nina Simone is sold to Danny Thomason for $21. All right. Thank you, Danny. That is sold to you. And let me see. What happened to the Post-it note? There it is. Cool. All right. That's sold to Danny Thomason. That's all I got. That's all I'm doing for right now. It's 9:57. I'll be back on here probably around 10:15 or 10:20. I would say 10:30 at the like absolute latest, but there will be a part 2. Just gonna snack on something and drink some water and sit down for just a little bit, and I'll be back. I will be back. Yeah, Donna, you missed a bunch of stuff, unfortunately. But I don't know if you just heard me, but I will be back here in like maybe 15 to 30 minutes, and I'll do a part 2. I will do a part 2, but I'll be right back, guys. Let me end